Yo, what's up? We back. We are back. Meant to get on here earlier. It took me a while to get set up. You guys think I just jump on the computer? No research, no nothing. Take a second to get on here. Perfecto, what's up? Perfecto, aren't you banned? Who's Gray Saku? Are you Gray Saku? Aren't you supposed to be banned, bro? We got some Atos updates. You're not banned, okay. I'm just confirming. We got some Atos updates. We'll get into those in a little bit. And that's basically it. I think we got a pretty chill. Now, clean shaven, yes, sir. No Andre. No Atos. You guys got me over here acting a fool first thing in the morning. What's I about to say? I don't even know. Yeah, I was about to say, why didn't they come out last week with all this stuff? They waited for the blow down, blow back. You love Atos? Okay. Perfecto, you need to be banned. See, that's why I was asking. But yeah, they waited for the heat to kind of cool off. Free Andre? Okay. You guys crazy, bro. You guys crazy. Let me move this up here. Let's see if that works. The thing is kind of small on here. Pause on me. The chat is small, but I'll just leave it alone. Oh, lock them up. We'll get into that, and then we got some other stuff. We just jump around, bro. Hopefully, I want people. Hello, Snap. What's up, brother? I want people to stay out of trouble. I be getting tired covering all these people, and they stay in trouble, bro. I'm gonna move the chat over to the other side. Maybe that works better. The chat's a little bit smaller, but I wanted to make it so you could see more text on there. People be sweating over here from the live stream. That's what you guys don't realize. People be sweating. Reverse aged. Yeah, I had to shave. My beard was getting too long. You look like Easy. All these guys acting like they have integrity in a sport full of cheaters. Well, I plead the fifth. As you guys know, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth over here. It is what it is. I can't change these people. I can barely control my live stream. I can't control these people with their egos. I can't even control the live stream people. So we'll get into it, man, and I'm trying to stay positive as much as I can, not crash out. That's my goal, not crash out. And give you guys the news of the story. Look at old Snap. Homie, we did kind of piss off Balea though. He got a little pissed off because he said we were making too much fun of his pizza. He said the oven was too hot. The oven was too hot and burned up everything. Can you throw some bars from the boys in the hood? Yo, thank you. So we'll see what's going on, man. It's been pretty chill. I mean, for the love of God, people, stay out of trouble. Please, stay out of trouble. It makes my life more difficult when all these people get in trouble. You're doing a huge service just by shining a light on it. Now I be getting burned up from all the blowback. LO Snap get a lot of blowback too. So we do have to defend ourselves out here in these streets when you guys aren't looking. It was well done. LO Snap crazy. Yo, Balea here. Everybody plead the fifth real fast. Balea here, plead the fifth. Balea. But everybody plead the fifth in the chat. Go ahead, plead the fifth on there. Balea, why are they roasting your pizza, bro? Now I said I would cut off some of the pizza, but I would still eat it. Danny Chopper, I didn't summon you yet. It's too early to summon Danny Chopper. Danny Chopper, Danny Chopper, Danny Chopper. Yo, Belay, why they roasting you? He said that pizza only had 5 pepperonis on it. Oh, wow. Age of consent in Brazil is 14. And if you go to prison, the government pays your family welfare. Well, I said some of that's cultural. I got people, where's Spirit of Justice at? He was arguing with me. He got the feet. Looks like you crying out of your right eye. No, I got some matte burn from my right eye. That's what my face scratched up. He said, look like I'm crying. No, I got matte burn. Gee burn. In their mind, they ain't doing nothing wrong. Well, I can't change these folks. They know they don't think they're doing nothing wrong. I can't change that. I can barely deal with the people on the live stream. I got my hands full. Yeah, Daddy Chopper. Daddy Chopper. We'll see you later, Daddy Chopper. Daddy Chopper, let me go. LL Snap scared Daddy Chopper away with the feet. Them Fuji mats got me, bro. Them Fuji mats. LL Snap said, don't roll on them Fuji mats. Them Fuji mats got me, bro. It might have been zebra mats. I don't know what it was. Yeah, I got some matte burn. I never get matte burn. I got some matte burn on my feet. I was like, wait a second. What kind of mats are these? So, Travis Stevens, do you want to get on here and defend Fuji mats? Because you might have to. So we'll get into it, man. We'll see what's going on. I did change up the chat a little bit. Let's see. I need to move some stuff over. Can I move this over? That's not what I'm trying to move. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we got more of the chat on there. So that way we can see a little bit more. Because before, you guys see about 2 or 3 chats. You guys thought that was it. Nah, we got more than 2 or 3. Yeah, Matt Burn. I'm too old for Matt Burn. They cripple your power by 45%. Uh-oh. Well, Achilles' weaknesses. Achilles' weakness was his ankle. And LL Snap's weakness is his toes, his feet. So we'll see what's going on. Rampage making fun of some guy. Is this one of his guys?
I forgot now.
No, that's
oh
my. He's going to break the seat.
See what I mean?
This one, sir, we can't be able to lift up the armrest.
You're good.
Okay, so we need to go to that one.
Let's strap him to the floor.
All
He need the baby oil just to get in the seat.
Disembark now. Cabin crew.
Information. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask any of the crew. Thank you.
Are you single?
I'm taken, sir.
Oh.
Trevor.
Oh, I'm sitting next to Rampage.
No, you're not.
Yeah, he is.
I would like to be...
Fuck, I forgot now.
No, that's oh my. He's going to break the seat.
See what I mean?
This one, sir, we can't be able to lift up...
All right, we might have to go to the Philippines now. LL Snap, we can't bring you. We can't bring LL Snap with us. He got to stay home and stay in his marriage. He got to stay home in his marriage. What happened at Subspectrum? What was going on over there? That's that World War II plane right there. They still flying them old planes, bro. Where you think all them old planes go? That's them old planes. Well, you know, people used to be smaller back in the day. What happened at Subspectrum? Says, I care deeply about the product and integrity of the Subspectrum. When we make a mistake like we made on Saturday, it makes me physically ill. What happened over there? Excuse me. On Saturday, we made a serious mistake that compromised the integrity of the entire male beginner division, 149. That responsibility falls on me and my organization. The athletes who participated in that division deserved a fair and properly run division. We failed to deliver that. One athlete in particular, Bryce from Tim Planet, Omaha, had his opportunity to succeed completely destroyed by our negligence, and that is unacceptable. This event exists to serve jiu-jitsu athletes in a meaningful way. When we fall short of that standard, it matters and it will be addressed. I will determine the appropriate corrective action and will update all affected athletes on how we plan to proceed. What the heck happened over there? You have to call Quentin. Oh, Rampage? You gonna call him? What happened over here? It says the beginner 149 division, an incorrectly recorded result caused several matches to play out improperly, affecting the integrity of the bracket. Okay. Oh, they messed up the bracket. Okay. We got Mr. Barry Yoshida. I like Barry Yoshida. They had a purple belt. They didn't have no purple belt in that division, in the white belt division. We got Barry Yoshida over here, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Keep outfit.
Oh yeah, that was. Oh yeah, hell yeah, nice.
Yo, Barry Yoshida, bro. Those Fuji mats too. Dang, Yellow Snap. Yellow Snap can't train just anywhere. We got Gabriele.
Bom dia. Cadê, mamãe? Não valeu, não? Bom dia. Cadê, mamãe? Não valeu, não?
I think I'm gonna move this up. Does that look better? I kind of like it a little bit higher. There we go. We play around with everything. Hey, Gabriele, what's she doing? She's doing her military. So this is one of the bigger stories we're going to talk about a little bit later. Two of Andre Galval's biggest champions step away as Atos collapse deepens amid sexual harassment allegations. So we'll talk about that in probably a little bit. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, they probably still cool though. Someone says there will be no more Atos. That's really crazy. Goodbye, Atos. It's about time the IBJJF seriously looks at the amount of power it gives teams and coaches over athletes. I completely understand the message and I fully agree with it. Everyone is upset. It's important to protect women. There are enough problems like this. But don't you think Andre deserves the chance to prove his innocence? Well, how is he going to prove he didn't moan in the girl's ear? That's kind of hard to prove or disprove. With such a reaction, you are reinforcing something that has not yet been proven. It's only people, these people that just talk about proof. And when it's these kind of situations, it's hard, What they want video and they want DNA. Is that what the proof they mean? Travis Stevens needs to ask the guy who makes the wrestling mats, how does he make it for people not to get mat burn? That's true. Well, Travis not in charge of the mats, is he? He just puts the mats together in the gym. He don't make the mats, does he? When you have those small rivets in the mats, it creates friction, and that's what gives you mat. Oh, you're saying the little spacing? Look at Andre's face. That's all the proof you need. Perfecto. See, Perfecto need to go. Perfecto need to go. Perfecto, aren't you banned? How am I defaming you? What did I say about Andre? I didn't say anything. I said the moaning in the ear, which is alleged. Perfecto, how about you just go? You could just go, bro. I'm trying to stay positive. Just go. You upset or anything? Just go. See, I've turned a new leaf. See, I'm chill.
It's literally never going to work. literally never going to work.
Alrighty. Somebody said, why is Austin so white? This is a question I had when I went to Austin too. So I'm not arguing anymore. I'm trying to be positive. That's okay. Thank you, sir. I just can't argue anymore. He Perfecto going to defend J-Rod too. See you later, bro.
Everybody says Austin is the whitest city in Texas, and they're not wrong. At its peak, Austin was 36% black. Today, it's 6.5%. So what happened? I came to the Austin History Center because I knew the answer would be in the city's archives. It all traces back to this. The city plan of 1928 segregated the city and forced black residents into East Austin. White homeowners even wrote into their deeds that black people could not buy their houses. In fact, entire neighborhoods like Hyde Park even advertised themselves as exclusively for white people. In the 1930s, redlining labeled East Austin as a hazardous investment, which stopped all money going towards housing and businesses. Then in the 50s and 60s came the Urban Renewal Plan, during which the city condemned and literally destroyed thousands of black-owned houses and businesses. In the 90s, redevelopment became profitable, and East Austin was already vulnerable due to all of this history. And that's the same story we see today. Development is still concentrated on the east side, and long-term residents are being displaced. So if you've ever wondered why Austin is so white, it wasn't by accident. It was their plan all along. Everybody says Austin is the white.
Yeah, when I went to Austin one time, I was like, man, where are all the black people at? So I was like, I might not come back here. I'm not gonna. He was speaking facts right there, and you know, even Josiah speaks some facts about 10% of the time. he does not grapple. Well, actually, if you want to grapple with that guy, go ahead. You can do it.
Ass job on the plane. Trying to punch suck ass up, you fucking sucker. Look, you're not on the plane no more. This is
When is the Ja Rule 50 Cent and Associates beef gonna end?
Never.
It's been over 20 plus years. When is it gonna stop? You're both free, you're out of jail. Let's just call it a goddamn wrap.
They didn't even have trial classes back then.
You got families. They're in their 50s, I believe. They're in their 50s. It's time to call it a goddamn night. Y'all are Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon at this point. Grumpy old mid. How long has this been going on? How long, y'all? How long is this gonna go on? Now, mind you, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Taurus. We can hold on to grudges. We can be petty all we want. But pretty soon we'll just be like, you know what, man? It's been a good 7 years. Let's call it a goddamn night. How long? We throwing pillows in first class, y'all. That means we're doing well in life. We're doing well. You're in first class. You're getting good pillows.
Gordon loves it.
The stretch out seats. Everybody's winning in life. Let's just call it a goddamn night on the beef. Come on. This beef is older than the Chicago Bears Green Bay Packers rivalry at this point. The pictures of y'all starting the beef are in black and white. There's black and white photos when the beef started, man. Come on. Come on. Prohibition was going on when they started the beef. Al Capone was bootlegging. We're done.
Ass job on the plane.
I know LL Snap can hold a beef, bro. We got a kind of savage, you know, the girl, the only black girl that trains at the Simpleton. Say a prayer for that girl. We don't want nothing to happen to that girl. LL Snap's got a theory, but I won't say it. Hopefully she does well. She does need to learn how to defend triangles, though. She be wearing her bonnet everywhere. Girl, you need to take the bonnet off. Why are you wearing her bonnet at the tournament? Yo, LL Snap can't. You know LL Snap gonna be hating. Looks like she's getting ready. Okay, good luck, girly. Now, we got a ref over here getting taken out. Dude, is that a takedown on the referee? I think I fought that kid before. I think I fought that kid. What happened to his hair? What happened to that kid's hair? Yeah, I fought the referee before, I think. How do these Brazilians be losing their hair at like 25? She a hood chick? She need to. I just hope she's okay over there at Simpleton. Damien, we said bonnet and braids, yeah. LL Snap.
Here, Damian Anderson. First off, I gotta address this support, this crowd, man. Look at this thing. What? Everybody, make some noise if you want to see me in the UFC. All right, I got your winner standing here, Damian Anderson.
He said he want to get to the UFC. They don't got no homies in the UFC. Simpleton. Yeah, they ain't got nobody in the UFC. Okay, we got the two statements. We might as well just get into it. We got Kaynan and Duarte. I messed up his last name. Well, you're gonna have to ask Goonrod if he did anything. I think Goonrod got a type though. He can confirm that later if he wants to. Official statement from Kaynan Duarte to the press, partners, sponsors, sports organizations, and the general public. This chat GPT. You guys need me to zoom in, or you guys good? His only path to UFC is fighting in Fury FC. They have the most signed UFC fighters out of anyone. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I guess you're right. Now UFC, it's hard to make it in the UFC. You think Damian can do something over there? Brazilian athlete Kaynan Duarte, his lawyer made this up. Brazilian athlete Kaynan Duarte, one of the leading figures in international jiu-jitsu and submission grappling, hereby makes a public statement in an ethical, respectful, responsible, and transparent manner. Who wrote this? Who wrote this? Let me turn that down. There we go. That's not too bad. Regarding the recent developments involving the Atos Jiu-Jitsu brand and its management, in particular, the athlete expresses his gratitude to Andre Galvao for their partnership that began in 2016, for the trust, guidance, and joint work that directly contributed to his consolidation on the World Jiu-Jitsu stage. Who wrote this? Yeah. Who wrote? What lawyer wrote this? I'm over here struggling. Let me get some water. Yeah. You guys know I be dying. That's why I don't like to read all these articles. My voice be. Let me move this down. I like it down. You guys like that down or up, the little counter? At this moment, Kaynan announces the beginning of a new cycle. Wait, what? A new cycle? Did Josiah write this? No. There's no talk of Grippo in there. Josiah would have put a Grippo in there somewhere. Ole. Kaynan announces a new cycle in his career, following different paths and a focus on new perspectives, new projects, and the strengthening of his professional trajectory. From an institutional standpoint, the athlete clarifies that he does not take part in the organization's management, operational decisions, or internal processes, maintaining a position of institutional distance who wrote this? Of institutional distance consistent with his exclusive athletic role and public image. He reaffirms his personal commitment to the values such as ethics, transparency, and integrity, recognizing that the situations of this nature are serious and must be investigated responsibly by the competent authorities. Spirit of Justice, we were just talking about you. It wasn't too good though. With a career marked by professionalism, discipline, and credibility, built over years of dedication to high performance, he reinforces that his focus remains entirely on sport, on his development as an athlete, and on building a solid career path. For the 2026 competitive cycle, his strategic planning includes a high-level international preparation and global competitions, with absolute focus on the ADCC Abu Dhabi Combat Club in Poland, consolidating his presence on the world stage. This statement is institutional, preventative, and informative. Who wrote this? In nature, aimed at ensuring public clarity, image preservation. I don't think you were supposed to put this out. Communication responsibility, and legal security. Signed, Kaynan and Duarte, professional jiu-jitsu athlete. Who? Man, this is some BS. Spirit of Justice wrote it. Okay. Somebody said beautifully written by ChatGPT. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Why did he have to speak in the third perspective? I'm not going to translate to Portuguese. Sorry it had to end this way. You have an opportunity to be a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Be the light, be a champion, and create the healthiest space for women to be empowered, invested in, safe, and supported. Well, if he read that ChatGPT statement, he only focusing on himself. He only going to focus on himself. So, I mean, rightly so. Now, I mean, yeah, people with you ride or die when you up making money and popping, but when you're not. This statement is institutional in nature. What does that even mean? I had that question too. This was not supposed to be part of the statement. That was AI explaining its statement aligns with the request. He just copied and pasted it all together by mistake. Yeah, I told you these guys can't read. They don't go to school. They never went to school. They don't read outside of these guys. Let me stop. Yeah, he just copied the ChatGPT. Yeah. And you know what? At least Josiah make his own poems, as creepy as they be. He gonna sit there and make his own poem. So I don't have high expectations of anybody in this sport anymore.
A couple things that stood out for me in the recent Polaris was the guard retention of Lucas Kaynan, which just looked phenomenal. Flexible big guy that just very hard to get around. And the all-around game of Owen O'Flanagan, using his wrestling to get top position, then go back to leg locks. And now it's like you can't avoid the guy because he can get top and then fall back. He can get under you and get into leg locks. And it's just really cool to see people progress. A couple things that stood out for me.
Mush, what's up, man? We know Mush been in some snow. We got a wrestler couple. I think they did. Actually, let's just go to Barbosa's statement too. We'll read some comments later. He should have left it in the drafts. Yes, sir. We got Atos Northwest statement. So this is from Barbosa. What's up, Fight Styling? He says, let me zoom in for you guys. Some of you guys can't see like me. Dear students, we want to address the recent events at Atos HQ. Our school is independently and locally owned. We are committed to maintaining a safe, respectful environment for our members, and we take this matter very seriously. Therefore, after careful consideration, we have ended our affiliation with Atos. This has been an extremely difficult time. Lucas devoted over 10 years to the team, pouring in blood, sweat, and tears, and is taking time to adjust to the right path forward. It's taking time to adjust to the right path forward would be and how to build a new beginning. Please understand the seriousness of this matter and the steps required as a business and an affiliate to separate, rebrand, and protect our students and staff. As of public records, we no longer have any association with Atos, and the internal transition and rebranding are in progress. Leaving was only part of the decision. Determining what comes next took careful planning, but we are excited to announce more details soon about the new team we are building. It will be a new era and a bright beginning. Thank you for your patience and continued support during this transition. Our principals, team, and foundation remain the same. Lucas has dedicated his life to the sport, to our team, our students, and family. We will continue to do so. Now, Atos Galval should have stepped down immediately. He would have saved all of his affiliates, all of his associations. He would have saved a couple $100,000 right there. They messed up. I mean, of course, the allegations are bad, but him not stepping down and, putting out that statement, it did not help him. I know I had some stuff for Mush over here. Where is it? Not that one. Maybe this is it.
Are you going to marry me?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Hey, yo, Mush, why they got you out there,
Mush? Are you going to marry me?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Dang. You know them snow bunnies be questioning my you know those snow bunnies be putting Mush on the spot. What are we? What are we? Oh no. When you hear that, oh no, time to go. Okay, time for me to go. Time for me to run out of here. Now, LL Snap tell him up front he only got bubble gum. That don't work for us, LL Snap. That only work for you.
I bet animals think we're so dumb, dude. I'll play video games and just be yelling at my wall and my dog staring at me like, dude, why are you upset? Let's just open the fridge and eat the food. Why are you mad? You have food. I know you're hiding food all over the house. Just open it up and eat it and let's be happy. I don't know why you're always mad. You leave for 8 hours and you come back mad and upset and you cry sometimes. Don't cry. Just eat the food. No one's hurting you. Just eat the food and give me food and then we'll stay in here and we can poop in the house. It doesn't matter. I don't know why I can't poop in here. You make me poop out there. Let's just do whatever we want to do. But I can't do that. I bet animals think we're so...
I was never supposed to be a state champion. I started wrestling when I was in 7th grade, and not because I was good. I started because I wasn't good at anything else. I just didn't make the basketball team, and honestly, I didn't think there was anything special about me. I wasn't fast, I wasn't strong, I wasn't skilled, and I started late too. I had a lot of chips on my shoulders. I wasn't mentally tough, and I did not believe in myself at all. So for me, wrestling didn't just change how I competed, it really changed who I was. So it really forced me to handle doubt, uncertainty, stress, all the things that you're going to encounter in everyday life. So wrestling kind of just prepared me for all of it. I was never supposed to be a state champion.
Well, a lot of wrestlers get into it, at least in America. When can't play football, can't play basketball, wrestling going to be there for you. Those people make the best wrestlers. Yeah, I mean, people with a chip on their shoulder, something to prove, they usually do pretty well.
In high school,
listen to this.
in
the layup line, he used to go up with the ball to the top like this and just look in the rim and drop the ball in. Now,
because you could not dunk.
You couldn't dunk. You couldn't touch the rim.
That's how old we are, so you're not allowed to touch the rim dunk. So I used to just jump up there and be like, boop. Like some ice. So yes, I could touch the top of the backboard in high school. So I would go up to the rim, jump up, put both elbows on the rim, and then come down and dunk it.
Whoa. Like this?
So jump up
like this?
like this, So what I did.
So you're in the rim.
So here's the rim. Both elbows touch the top of the rim. They come off, and I just did a simple one-hand dunk.
And y'all want me to get in the dunk contest with this dude? Like really?
I jumped higher in high school than I did in the pro. So like, take it off of here. You can go windmill in high school.
Yeah, I mean it is tough. You know, people play. I don't know what this was.
Rather be trapped in a forest with a black man or a bear?
A black man.
What makes you say a black man?
Because I don't want to be trapped with no fucking bear. The bear gonna try to attack me.
Period. What about a black man?
And he can protect me.
Okay, period.
1738. I'm like, hey, what's up?
The courageous falls, the anguished falls. Their lives have meaning because we, the living, refuse to forget them. And as we rise to certain jets,
you too big to be playing basketball, bro. Well, you know, your high school, middle school version of you was too big to be playing basketball.
What's your boy name?
Dante.
$20.
Please.
What's up, Dante? Your girlfriend just hit on me. Give me my $20. Give me my $20. Give me my $20.
Thank you so much.
Nah, I do it another.
Okay.
What's up, Dante? How you doing? I just met. What's your name?
Passionate.
Who in the hell named that? Yeah, we trying to be co-brother-in-laws. What's up? These girls are hot, brother. What's up? What's your boy name?
Dante.
Mush already said he signed up to hang out with Mush already signed up for the Rampage live stream. Now Mush, you might have taught some. Let me stop. I plead the fifth. Rampage crazy though, but we'll be on there. LO Snap can't go though. His wife won't let him. Craig says coming soon to BJJ Fanatics, respecting women. Okay, well. They got something going on over there. We'll see what Craig's up to later.
Who's not funny?
Kevin Hart.
Ooh.
All of them funny, but if I had to pick, I'm gonna go with Kevin.
Damn.
I'm gonna go with Kevin. I love Kevin too, but yeah.
Kevin no good
man.
in the hood?
He good. He just between the other three.
Okay.
Hey, I can't do Cat Williams like that. That boy funny, boy.
Yeah, nah, he is for sure.
Yeah, Kevin Hart. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Who's not funny?
I agree. Kevin Hart. You got it. Out of all those guys, Mike Epps got you laughing. Chappelle got you laughing. Cat got you laughing. Kevin, okay too. You hate Kevin? L Snap don't like anybody small and weak. If you small and weak, L Snap ain't gonna like you.
What kind of cars do you have right now?
I got like a 69 Lincoln. I got that Lexus that you gave me. W for that. I love that Lexus. I got another Lexus, an older version of the Lexus. I got a Hellcat. I got a Mercedes SUV, Nissan Silvia. I got an 18 van. I got a box Chevy that's getting worked on right now. It's like my dream car since I was a kid. It's a Caprice Classic in Memphis called a box Chevy. I'm turning it to a Dunk. Some 32-inch rims on there. I got like a 68 Coupe de Ville, I think. It's a two-door. 68 is beautiful. I call it Roadhead.
What kind of cars do you have right now?
I got like...
Rampage got a decent collection.
Hot take, but if your coach isn't on your ass about getting to practice or going hard or anything of that nature, he don't give a fuck about you. And to be honest, this goes for kind of any sport, really. This isn't just a jiu-jitsu thing. If the person that you are paying to get you better doesn't care about actually getting you better in whatever relative sport or thing you're trying to do, they don't give a fuck. That is literally their whole job, is to coach you and get you better. So if they're not upset when you're not on that route of progression, that is a very bad thing. Hot take, but if your coach isn't on your...
Honestly, man, as a coach, I mean, if people aren't putting in the work, I mean, that really affects your motivation. He says, I had a Caprice Classic on the 24th and had the M&M logo. Dang. My man, L Snap was rolling around. This Andre Galvao thing is all weird. All of this misconduct that he was doing on the mats, off the mats, none of his top athletes didn't see anything. They pled the fifth too. And if they did, they never said anything. Well, the money was good. You're not going to say nothing when everything is going in your favor. The money's good, seminar's good, instructionals all over the place. Seminar, yeah, you're not gonna say nothing. Yeah, the sound system had, LL Snap had the car jumping. Much as so many whiny martial artists now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and some of these people are unbearable. And in the live stream, I could just ban somebody, but you can't ban somebody for being annoying in real life. You stuck with them. They complaining about belts, don't want to train hard, don't want to roll hard. We call that Breakfast Club over here. I'm not sure what you guys call that. So if he's guilty, shouldn't all of them be considered guilty? Hey, I plead the fifth. Even the ones that automatically leaving, all of a sudden, they got to protect themselves. They said he got in trouble. Now, what did it? Man, I mean, Andre, okay, he still got money. He good. Now, some of those guys ain't got money like that. They got to work. You pay them to teach you, not to be your custom Atos. That's true. And some of these people don't even pay them that much. $100. Some places still charging $150, $100, $150. You want somebody to kill themselves over $150 a month? Yeah, I can't ban them in real life. Belt that. Well, we can't do that either. Oh, snap.
On this walkie-talkie, I want to answer a question that I get asked quite often, and that is, what's the difference between elite level grapplers and non-elite level grapplers? I've been grappling nearly 20 years. In that time, I've been given the opportunity to train with some of the best in our sport. One thing I think they all share is intentionality, meaning they are deliberate and are purposeful every time they grapple. The next time you show up to practice, be where your feet are and grapple with intention. Hope that helps, guys.
What is grapple? What did he say? That wasn't a word? What's not a word, Mush? I missed it. Oh, wait.
My boy. Is that a black girl?
Yeah, it's not a word.
No, bruh. I like my...
Let me look that. Yeah, intentionality. I don't think that's a word. I had to look that up. Everybody, well, he trained ecologically, so.
My boy. Is that a black girl? No, bruh. I like my girls how I like my marshmallows. White. Only thing I like black is black and mild. What the And I barely like those. You don't like black girls? I'm already black. I don't need no black bitch. What type of mindset is that? It's like spitting.
It's technically.
What? All they do is eat Takis. Be loud. You're racist to your own kind. They don't even like their own hair. I like skinny, petite, white, extra white women. Where you going, bro? My boy. Is that a black girl?
We need to get some old heads back on the mat. We just wanted to live spar, roll all day, and go home and sleep. Well, back in the day, we didn't have as much technique, so, we just went out there and went after it. Some of us like to be technical, though. Says February 14th, you with the missus. February 15th, you with your what is that called? What's the girl? The side chick? I can't remember the word for that. That's LL Snap right there. I'm joking. LL Snap's wife, you watching this is not him. He's loyal. Aguma? Is that the Italian? What is the mistress? Mistress, that's the word I was looking for. I gotta lay low for February 14th. February 14th, I gotta hide before I come back out.
Alright, hold on, let me take off my jacket.
got this. Hey, check up. I'm not doing nothing, bro. Guard me, nigga.
I must have a good bank account.
Now I got it. Hey. Oh, hell no, bro. Yeah. Hey, let me take these off real quick. Hell no, bro. That's my ball, bro. That's my ball, bro. That's not a foul, bro. I'll shoot for it. That's not a foul, bro. That's not a foul, bro. Check up, bro. Check up, bro. Check up. Check up, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. She gotta have a good bank account. How many figures she need in there? What's the number? 10,000, 20,000, 50,000? We got African versus Polynesian. Uh-oh. Hey, uh-oh. Hey, whoa. Oh, it's hard to defeat that. Oh no, the finishing move. I might have to give it to Polynesia. Polynesia might have won that one. 100K. Well, there's some girls with 100K over there. What if they do OnlyFans? You okay with that? That Polynesian, I don't know if we can defend that Polynesian right there. That Polynesian sauce might get us. Polynesian sauce might get us, man. We can't bring them both. There was another thing. Did I not save it? I don't think I saved it. Yeah, I don't think we can defend that Polynesian sauce. I lost it. Says Gee only MFs when you ask them to roll no Gee. That's true. I do feel like Gee is more civilized than no-gi. Does anybody else feel that way? Kano wanted us to wear a gi. Wasn't moving too good out there. Yeah.
Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute.
Hello, Snap. Could you understand what Bad Bunny was saying? I know Cuban slang and Puerto Rican slang different.
We're going to the Super Bowl! Let's go!
A few moments later.
Inspiring message for Stefan before the game. One inspired message for him.
Good luck.
A few inches later. 12 seconds later.
Seattle reigns above them all in the NFL. The Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for the second time.
Tomorrow.
We're going to the Super Bowl!
Diggs got arrested? They let him. At least they let him play in the finals there. RBY says, "Gotta trust his plan. I got good people around me. I'll be back soon." He got injured at the last tournament.
Aqui, ó, pessoal, eu e o Brunão, aqui no AC, vou ensinar ele como faz jiu-jitsu.
Vai.
Me puxa de meia aí, pô. Aqui, Obrigado, Deus.
Quer rolar mesmo agora?
Tô brincando, já consegui me ouvir. Aqui, ó, pessoal, eu e o Brunão.
I think who is Cassia fighting? I think she's gonna take him out.
No, tô conversando.
We got a Leo Vieta over here. What is he cutting off? A wart or something? A nail?
Pô. Quero prender aqui o negócio. Dói se eu segurar?
Why that look
Segurei.
creepy?
Pode ir, mas
Tipo, tu vai na moral ou tu vai puxar? Puxar de uma vez. Isso é melhor.
De uma vez é uma dor só, cara.
Go!
You pulled his nail off?
Foi bom, foi bom.
You pulled his nail off? I hope so. I don't trust these guys.
Cara.
Why'd they pull his nail off?
Eu achei que ele ia dar a tapa com a outra mão. Eu puxei e falei, nossa, vou dar mão com a brinco agora.
Why'd they pull his nail off?
Caralho, mas saiu inteirinho aí, ó.
Look, they don't look worried. They don't look worried at all. They got some serious allegations against them. Well, check Matt. They chilling over there, pulling out their nails. Why they do that? Says $400 and a 21-hour drive just to get hit with a flying armbar by a Brazilian. Yeah, happens to the best of us. Yeah, happens to the best of us. You go out there, spend all that money. Says the best heavyweight recruit in America right now. You remind me of Nate Jackson a little bit. Thank Matt, yeah. Hey, that's it. Heavyweights don't like when the guy moves fast. Hey. He's like a bigger Nate Jackson. You gotta put more size on? I think he's good saying lean. Oh yeah, you're gonna get, yeah, that's true. But look at him. You don't need to put too much size because you don't want to lose your speed. You know, that's always the argument. You get too big, you lose your speed. We got the top 10 pound for pound from Flow Grappling. They say number 1, Mika Galval. He hasn't competed since last year. Diogo Hayes, number 2. 3, Pato. 4, Ty. Ty don't even do grappling no more. 5, Dante. 6, Mikey. 7, Fabricio Andre. 8, Tackett. Andrew Tackett. 9, Corbry. And 10, Roberto Jimenez. How's Roberto on there? Shaved 10 years off. Yeah. Beard was a little too long, so I had to cut it off. We got Thug Trials on the 14th. Okay. Might be interesting. We got Victoria over here doing a triangle.
My legs are too short. That's why I can't triangle. No excuse. Watch old little legs there. Triangle me. Yeah. So here's little leg square. She can't get it on because my shoulder's in the way. Legs are too small. Watch when she creates an angle and loses the shoulder. Creates an angle, underhooks my arm, pulls the angle right round and loses the shoulder.
She about to tear her leg off though.
I nearly went there. Yeah, and then it's on. See? Create an angle, lose a shoulder. Doesn't matter how long your legs are. Boom! Oof, that was fucking tight. So you can triangle me then.
Is he British or something? She could do better. LL Snap sent this to me. I think we saw it, but we'll watch one more time for him.
Y'all are way too comfortable with that.
Who, Roberto?
We have to hate harder. I've never been to college, but I am a D1 hater. If you beat me, I want you to get clapped next round immediately.
And I take no solace in you winning the division.
Exactly.
I couldn't care less. Like you said, I hope you die.
I believe jiu-jitsu competitors are...
That sound like, I thought we had a Grippo post. Let me see if there's a Grippo post. I could have sworn we had a Grippo post. We don't have to worry about Josiah no more, so we can watch whatever Grippo we want. He coughing for 2 reasons. He might. Oh no! Don't say that. I believe it's fresh, fresh and clean. Smells heavenly. That's what I believe. We supposed to be positive over here, bro. What is Grippo up to? He said he got a seminar. Where's the seminar? Oh, CLA. Okay. Workshop. Academy BJJ workshop. Is that the one near his girls' school? Where is Academy BJJ? It is in Ontario. Canada. Yep. Hey, let's stay positive over here. Now we can watch Grippo. I don't have to worry about a stalker or creep anymore. We can watch as much Grippo as we want nowadays. He says, find yourself a corner that cares. Yeah, you know, he doing his thing. He's won a lot. I mean, he got more titles than I do. He doing good. I mean, he does have a stalker, but I guess that comes with success. No, I don't have any stalkers, but I got some trolls. We do need that parrot t-shirt. We do need a parrot t-shirt. Is that BSM? Yes, sir. Demon. What do you call her? Dirty Diana. At least she support her man. Let me see what Train Angry got up. Atos has new leadership. They've been copying me. Atos has new leadership. I cannot confirm or deny if they've scrapped the kids program. No. Let's hope they did. Zero accountability, zero changes made, just rebranded under the same name with a new head coach. Someone says, tell your boss to stop touching people. Says she'll give the money to her daddy. The money's always going to the daddy. Atos HQ has removed close to 30 images featuring the Galvals from their social media. I wonder why they would do that. Oh, I don't know either. They took all the photos out. I don't care. He can watch. He can watch all he wants. Trying to see if there's anything I wanted to see. Let's go watch some marketing for judo, for jiu-jitsu. Judo? Marketing for strategies. Let's watch a match. Can we watch a match first? Actually, let's watch this first. I'm gonna have to wait for the Brazilian news guys to cover that because I don't want to start anything by myself. I mean, I would like to go to Brazil at some point, but if I go after those guys, Hunter Biden trying to get me taken out. I don't make enough money to go after these guys just yet. I need resources to go after these guys. You guys got me trying to go after these guys on a shoestring budget. I need to at least be able to hire LL Snap as a bodyguard. You guys want me to go out there unarmed. Have me going after all these people. They're not going to go after you, Hunter Biden. They're going to go after me. I wanted to see a match. We don't have no matches. Let's watch this guy, a little bit of this. He says, training with all-time The greatest of all time versus Hodger Gracie. No, Andre.
You can foot. No, squat me, flip. I'm letting them do it. It's impossible if it was really happening. Me. Come on, congratulations.
Yeah, photo pull.
I've got it here. Let's see.
How
are you, man? All right.
Yeah,
don't tap, bro.
Hodger over here beating these brothers up. I don't support that.
Don't tap, man. Don't tap.
We're just gonna skim through it. I'm not gonna watch all this.
So, no wonderful. But when you're driving into
USA Judo won't support that. USA Judo ain't gonna support that. Chris Hansen of Catch a Predator. Well, I don't know. We're not just trying to be attacking. I want to focus on positivity. I'm not trying to stay attacking these guys. There's too much to do out here.
You just have like a jacket on or something. I just need to walk past you.
Hunter Biden, how about you start that? You can start it. You don't need me to do that.
So that's the only clip. It can be this, just something on you. And I'm going to bump into you. And all I need you to do, Ian, can you get the video?
Oh yeah.
That's Helly, you know, Helly and you. And Ewan as well.
Nice to meet you, Luciano.
And basically, the beauty of the video is, after I bump into you, you just go, you say sorry to me, but it's like, oh no, I don't want any trouble, and you walk on. And then I'm going to be coming into a class with my purple belt, and I'm just going to get you walking out the door, and that's all we need for that one clip. Then we're going to clip back to your... It's called foot sweep. Yeah.
So I hate, that social media grind. You think that stuff just happens? Oh yeah, let's just film a video. They be, okay, let's do this. Okay, try this different angle. Now, homie got him some snow. Who is that? Who is that over there? Well, you got the British snow. If we take Mush over there, he gonna find some British snow too. Yeah, let's stay positive, man. Like, I didn't start this channel to be going after predators left and right. Now, we will cover the stories, but that's not the whole focus, of my channel. Like, you guys can do that. You guys do that, That's what I did. I want to... Those are some bad... Well, that's all they got over there.
Shall I show you? It's on my whole body. I'm letting them do it. See, it's impossible if it...
We're just skimming through, bro.
That's the one. Something like that. Yep. And I will make sure I take off.
We already watched that.
Should he just look at me when I'm on the floor rather than arm?
I like Levi's passing, but I mean, honestly, what's the homie? What's the homie he beat up? It's all good. I can't remember the kid's name, but homie wasn't doing no guard retention. Anybody can get past. Anybody can pass. I'm sorry, Levi. Anybody can pass when they're not using no guard retention. Homie was giving up. Did you see the same match I saw? Homie didn't try nothing. He didn't even try to shrimp out. LL Snap said he did leg day before the match somehow. Sorry, yeah. Well, he didn't. I mean, bro, you could see better guard retention in the kids class. So I mean, Levi did good, but at the same time, homie wasn't doing nothing. He just sat there. So, well, I can't say nothing. I'm not gonna applaud Levi too much when homie not fighting back. It's true. Go watch the match again. We saw it. I was like, bro, homie not trying to bridge. He didn't do no guard retention. Levi was too big. But man, you can still attempt. The thing is, he didn't attempt to do anything. Now you could try something and get crushed or something. Okay. Yeah, please rewatch it. half the match was the guy in bottom of side mount. I'm not saying I could beat everybody. If Omega ran all of Hodger's social media, man, RGO would make so much money. Well, most jiu-jitsu people don't see value in the social media. Especially older Brazilian guys. They don't see value in the social media like that. And they're never going to let someone else control their business or anything. That's just how it is. Levi couldn't breathe though, so you could probably gas him out. Speaking of Glorilla, you seen her sister? I think I did see a little bit of that. Yeah, but listen, anybody can do that passing when the other person's not really fighting back properly. So I need you guys to be objective when you're watching these matches. You guys fanboy too much. And go back, watch the match and let me know what you see. You're gonna see, oh, he didn't actually try to do anything. Sorry wasn't framing. He wasn't leg pummeling. Heck, he didn't even turn his back. He just kind of. I feel like Kingsway not really helping him. But what do I know?
Yeah, you're no.
You like me, but
Yeah. I mean, you do whatever. You're a grown person. You do whatever you want. I'm just saying, think for yourself a little bit. Says you take them tattoos off of Glorilla's sister's face, you put a wig on her, and then you got a bodybuilder, you got a Build-A-Bear Glorilla. Glorilla okay, but I ain't really feeling her like that. But LL Snap, LL Snap got his type too. So I'll tell you, Hodger probably don't have no respect for this man. Hodger tired. He like, man, why am I filming this crap? He like, why am I doing this crap? So, you guys see this guy, oh, he's a super influencer. Hodger like, man, this is a waste of my time. Look at Hodger. He's like, this is a waste of my time. That's too much, bro. I can't do all this.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is, because it's a gay, would it be quicker to?
Nah, I would have been done. Hodger had some patience. I would already be done. I can't do that crap. Had me filming all this technique for nothing. This probably got way more people to know who Hodger. Yeah, but it's stupid. You guys act like Hodger ain't got money. Did you guys not know Hodger's got money? Well, what do you know? I understand, but man, at a certain point, you gonna tell me this shit ain't stupid? I can't help you, Dorothy Slippers. I can't help you. He said this gonna help Hodger. The thing is, people watching that, they're not gonna go and train. People watching this guy's social media probably ain't gonna ever train.
It could like that. Yeah.
I'm just.
It's cool and fun, but man, this is some stupid. You guys think clout is everything. You got to think about who are you marketing to? who is he marketing to? People. You got to think about who he's marketing to. Does Hodger even want more people? Hodger probably good. Being up a Pro Bowl belt, yeah. Well, Dorothy Slipper said it's going to help him get his name out there even more. I think the Gracie name. I think the Gracie name is already good, Dorothy Slipper. Dorothy Slippers. I think having Gracie in your name is I think that does all the heavy lifting for you. But what do I know? It says in his defense, people have noticed Armin's blow up because of his social media. Who's Armin Sukarian, the fighter? Yeah, but listen, the Gracie name already did all the heavy lifting. You can't be. Hodger said he wanted to expand way past the 50 schools he has. This is going to get tons of new white belts. I don't really. Maybe. Now, why does he need more than 50 schools? Have you thought about maybe having 50 schools is more than enough? I don't really agree with Dorothy Slippers. I don't know why. I just don't agree with Dorothy Slippers. The MMA guy. Well, he wasn't able to fight for a while, so he had to rely on social media. But Hodger has the Gracie name. The name does all the lifting for you, really. White belts won't join. Well, Dorothy Slippers seems. I don't know. I don't even know who Dorothy Slippers is. Well, Dorothy Slippers expert opinion. Sorry, I'm trying to be positive. It might get him more social media. Cool. Maybe it does. Maybe it does. Now, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm trying to be positive. To get a white belt to join, you have to almost baby them into the gym. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. You do. I mean, again, I can't deny that. Maybe you just get the people from the social media, and maybe it works. Maybe it works. Yeah. What do I know? Hodger's all ready to go. He don't need help making money. I think he's good on money. Now, I'm pretty sure Hodger married a rich girl and he's got money, but you can always use more money. The second you roll too hard on the white belt, they aren't showing back up. And you can always tell that I have to have that look of, they had the look of fear on the face. Yeah. At the end of practice. Yeah. Honestly, like if you want a lot of students, you need to just follow the Gracie Academy, the Gracie brothers. Like, don't let people roll. Make the class easy. Focus on self-defense. You're going to get a lot of people. Well, that's just the way it is now. You guys made it that way. You guys made it that way. You guys got Hodger Gracie over here filming content. This is the top of the funnel. The more white belts you get in, you're going to retain 3%, but you need to funnel in any business. Yeah, go ahead, go with these suckers.
So Roger, when you put your arm on my shoulder and I go like that, I'm gonna go like that. You're probably just gonna go. Yeah. That's good, right?
Yeah. Do I go like this?
Yeah.
Well, Dorothy Slippers said this is good for you, so you guys sit here and. Well, that is fun choking out a purple belt. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Did you sign up to jiu-jitsu? Is there something that says if you get hurt, it's your fault? Hey, shit. Place. Oh, I didn't know.
Well, you guys, that's how it is nowadays. Most of the gyms nowadays just want to make money. So you're going to make more money getting more white belts in right now. We didn't say anything about the quality of the school or anything. The business. So I'm not really going to argue anymore. So listen, now I think AOJ, minus all the allegations, they did a good job getting, for what I've seen, having high level people and hobbyists in one place. But most places won't ever have that. It's either going to be a hobbyist gym, a ton of white belts and no higher belts, or it's too serious of gym. It's got too many higher belts and no white belts. So I can't help these people, man. The only way you make money in this sport is by owning a gym or seminars, unless you are a simple idiot that could win CGI. And honestly, most of the gyms that do this kind of social media, they're not that good. You guys ever notice that the gyms that do all this kind of social media stuff like this, they're not usually not that good, but it makes them money.
In the background as well, yeah? Beautiful. All right, then let's go. Mind being my video. Thank you very much.
He done did 20 takes. He done did, look, take 3, take 500. Yeah, Hodger tired. Look. Good gyms don't allow cameras. Yeah.
2 this way, and then we'll turn around. Ready to go?
This man ain't trained. He ain't trained. He been on the camera this whole time. Go train. I don't got the patience for all that. I'll leave that to you guys. You guys want to do all that, you go ahead and do all that. What else was I gonna watch? Oh, Mr. Higashi got some tips for marketing marketing. This is a marketing episode. We have UFC fighters in the gym. You think they want to film? No, of course they don't. The girls usually like to do their little videos and stuff, but
Show is sponsored by Judo TV, your premier destination for live and on-demand judo coverage. Never miss a throw. Higashi brand. Train hard, live strong, wear Higashi brand. Hakuin AI.
Where's Mush at? I'll message Mush. That would be interesting to have a Judo TV sponsorship, huh? I'm gonna look into that. Gotta write my notes. Let's listen to Higashi, see what he's got to say about marketing.
Hakuin AI helps reach.
It's been a while. We took a slight hiatus for the holidays. It's been kind of nuts. We didn't even plan it. It wasn't even like a thing, right, David? We weren't even like, all right, we're going to take a little break. We just took a break.
Everything is planned down to the letter, to the second. I can't believe that you tell people that, Taro. But yeah, Happy New Year.
yeah.
We haven't really gotten together, and I'm sure there's new news as to the new year coming around, new things going on at the dojo, new injuries. We got all sorts of new crap to talk about.
Definitely. So, I have some news. I've been just kind of slaving away at the gym, growing the dojo, and a lot more people have shown interest in opening a dojo with me.
Who got bronze?
So I have my main flagship gym, Kokushibudo. It's been around since
the guy,
forever.
yeah.
And then I started Kano martial arts, and I took an exit.
He need to
recently,
win gold.
like a year ago.
See, listen.
And there's a lot.
If he wasn't filming so much and training, he would have won gold. See,
A lot of people in my gym who are like, "Hey, I want to open up a gym. I want to open up a gym." People hit me up from all over the country saying, "Hey, can you help me out? Maybe there's something to work on." So now we're sort of in the process of kind of getting that going. So that's been something that I've been working on pretty actively in the last couple of weeks.
And so this is something that you're open to doing, pretty much anywhere in the country, not just like Northeast corridor, that kind of thing, or
Yeah, everywhere in the country. And then the first question is, are you going to make a franchise? And the answer to that is an absolute resounding no, because when you say franchise, there's a lot of legal implications, tons of paperwork, administrative thing. I've done the research. I went to these, they have these convention things. You ever been to Jacob Javits Center?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, they do all these conventions. Sometimes it's like a merchant sourcing convention. I even went to a franchising convention and networked, and then spoke to all these people who are franchise lawyers, franchisees, franchisors.
Snap might win now.
Network of thing.
Now, as long as there's no bulls involved, he can win it.
That's far
if they got a bull
more
somewhere,
work than what I want to put into that.
Yeah.
So no on the franchise.
So then, how is it?
So Hadra wants a franchise, but Higashi said no franchise. Franchise association. Oh, let's look over here. Expanding the dojo network. Let's see what that is. We're just going to skip to the main parts, really.
Direction that I want to go. I want to do an affiliation situation with Kokushibudo, with myself, and that's a certain fee. And then after about a year, they hold up their end of the bargain. We hold up ours, and it's a great sort of union. Then they have an option to go into a partner dojo situation where they have sort of, they give me a part of the business, whether it's a sale or a percentage thing, or we kind of work that together. And that has its perks as well. So there's like the tier 1 affiliation thing where they're paying me, obviously, for the affiliation, the licensing, all this stuff. And there's sort of a marketing upside, system upside, whereas I'm sharing all the systems that I use at my current gym, whether it's curriculum or sales or, lead generation pipeline such. And then after about a year, they'll see that their business has grown. Obviously, I wouldn't have done my job if their business doesn't grow. And then from there, they have an option to not pay that affiliation fee, but be a partner gym.
Right. I see.
Yeah. So that's the initial first step or the idea. But the first step before that is opening up another dojo to kind of trial test all these systems without me there.
Right.
So maybe opening up a dojo, let's just say in Long Island, far Long Island, like mid Long Island, and then
they're gonna get them out of they're gonna take them out of there.
All right, here we go. This is the thing, and they kind of jump into immediately
we
being
cook, bro.
the partner gym, but we test.
If my social skills are better, we cook, bro.
We test the partnership structure. That way, we have a whole new dojo out in Long Island somewhere, right? That I'm already putting money in. My skin's in the game. I'm already a part owner, and then we're gonna see if that works. And then all the systems will be obviously ironed out during that initial phase. And then that whole thing gets packaged and done into the affiliation thing,
Yeah. So I guess
That's
the real
my idea.
variable. I guess the real variable here is that you're not actually in the building, right? So because you obviously have your own
that's
systems,
correct.
you have your own policies. You have
They're
all
gonna
that
know.
stuff sort of
They'll know.
already set at your own dojo. But I guess that the real thing is like the remote kind of relationship between you and that new location.
And, I've sort of put it out there like, hey, consult with me, talk to me, collaborate with me. Let's do something together. I don't know if you remember one of the podcasts that we did.
100%. I watched them all, Kentaro.
Do you? That's crazy. But no, I probably maybe 5 to 10 much, and then I'll do a seminar. And then during that time period that I'm there, we'll do stuff like a staff audit, staff training, all this stuff, help with marketing.
Okay, here's the marketing
Obviously,
we were looking for.
Film the classes as such, but I could accept collaborations. There could be a certain standard for the YouTube stuff. Because I have a million people watching and listening to me across my platforms. So it's like, that's a very beneficial thing to be able to tap into. You don't have to build an Instagram from scratch if you're running a dojo.
Yep.
These are sort of the upsides that, for partnering up with me.
Yeah, a lot of options.
Essentially what I was thinking about. Yeah.
A lot of options because again.
Interesting, right, David?
Yeah, because a lot of the problem is not really on the technical judo side, as you've made, you've made that point many times in the past, and others have too. It's really on the business side, how do I get my message out there? How do I differentiate myself from other, maybe not even dojos in the area, because it's not like there's a ton of them, right?
Yeah.
But you're just trying to, make a good business. So,
and ever since I put this idea out there, it's just kind of been flooded in. Hey, let's do it. I'm interested. Can you open a dojo with me? So it's like, maybe that's my next logical step. Do I want to own 100 dojos? And if I want to be the king of judo, no, I don't want to do any of that stuff, because then it takes up too much time, right?
Yeah.
But there's a healthy medium, maybe like 10 affiliations, maybe 2 or 3 flagship gyms. I'm happy with that, and you're the guy to help me do that too, David. I mean, you got to quit your mortgage tech business and start doing the dojo business. I don't know where you are in your entrepreneurial path.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm always open to a conversation for sure. But no, this sounds interesting, particularly on the marketing side, the YouTube and Instagram, and of course, like it's almost like a seminar for students and for staff, right? Because you're going to be there, kind of not going over so much how to do Uchimata, but how to treat your students, how to organize your classes, how to run down leads, how to, do all that kind of stuff, which most people, I think, either avoid or just don't know what they don't know. And, that's where you can, I think, give a lot of help.
And years of experience doing this stuff. And, I go do a lot of seminars across the country. And I did one last year, and I was like, all right, let's take a look. And I even told this guy straight up, like, if you don't want my advice, it's okay. Like, you could tell me, mind your own business.
Right.
But let's take a look.
Yeah.
Do you mind? And he was like, no, please. And then, we started off with the website, and the website was so information dense.
Yeah.
History of judo, techniques, what we do, what the curriculum is, this. It was like concepts and ideas. Blurbs from Jigoro Kano and all these different champions and pictures. And it was like an unbelievable resource. But I was like, this doesn't do anything for your business. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is an amazing resource. I enjoyed looking through his website, but this is exactly the opposite of what you want for your business website. And here are the things that I would do to change it, and then they have like the forms to fill out and such. And I filled out the forms, and some of the links were broken, and it took you to a different resources page. This is what you can expect from judo. And it was like, it took them off the website. So it's like, wait a minute, you want me to come in for a class. You're kicking me to another website. It's like, this is like you're bleeding here.
Yeah.
It's like you're catching water with a sieve, when you're doing the pasta and you're trying to dip the thing and you're just dumping water through it with the leads. In this case, it's money from the ads that you paid for that you're just losing on this thing. And Google will gladly take your money still. Right.
Yes.
So it's like, all right, let's fix some of these things. And since then, I think, they have a much better website.
Mm-hmm. And the number of leads, people are more, they're more interested in probably like safety, hygiene, some of those things. Probably
Kentaro's the only school I go
Jigoro
to when
Kano's
I'm in NYC.
Last,
okay, cool,
words. So
but so this is the, I've had so much experience. It's like, all right, let me take a look at your gym. These are the numbers that I want. Bang, bang, bang. Here are the, they call them KPI business, key performance indicators. Right? You look at those KPIs and, there's all this data. It's like, what do you even look at, Right?
Yeah, so so it sounds like you're, still early stages, right? Trying to figure out the structure for this, but sounds
Yeah.
like it would be a good win-win, right? People get kind of some additional exposure, additional training,
Yeah.
and you get compensated too. So I think it's like
Yeah.
a nice thing.
Yeah, and then I've been
So-
lifting a lot, trying to rehab my knee.
All right.
Oh, your knee is.
Judo people would be talking too much. I love judo people. You guys be talking too much. Let's jump over to Reddit. It says 50K following Jordan wears no-gi, racist and homophobic, plus defending grooming. Who is that? Jordan wears no-gi. Who is that? I know Jordan does jiu-jitsu. Who's Jordan? Who does Jordan does no-gi? Who the hell is that? Is that somebody we should know? I know Jordan teaches jiu-jitsu. That's not the same guy, right? I don't know who that is. Let's see who that is, though. Is he on Instagram? Let me see. Who is that? Hey, that's me. That's me when I used to try to wrestle. Hey, remember that? 353 weeks ago. That's old. I used to be strong back then. I used to be strong back in those days. Not as strong anymore. My Swedish days. I don't see Jordan teaches no-gi. Let's see what it says. It says, bro calling people who support sexual harassment victims soft. Pink hair. And I don't know who this guy is. I can't even find his social media. That ain't nobody, bro. I thought Jordan teaches gi. Jordan teaches jiu-jitsu. It's a different person. They're talking about Kaynan's letter that was clearly wrote by ChatGPT. It says, Kaynan Duarte thanks you for your attention to this matter. Bro, jiu-jitsu people, you guys got to stay in school or read or something. Get some type of education, man. You guys can't be out here just doing jiu-jitsu. Yes, sir. Says, look at the last paragraph. Did he leave in ChatGPT's commentary? He did. Amazing. Cut him some slack. He's completely focused on being an athlete. Somebody said, what a moron. I didn't say that, Kaynan. Don't try to jump on me. It's always good to have a reminder that the top people at our sport are retarded. Are regarded. Let me not say the right word. This is what happens when you outsource what little critical thinking you had left. Well, they ain't got no time. They don't have any energy to think. They're too tired. Says the guy barely speaks English. He had to come up with something. Beginning a new cycle. I like that part too. I did like that part. This reads more like a text about a statement. Like he said, it's like he asked AI what should be in an athlete statement about distancing himself in a non-committal, lawyer-friendly way. And then just copy and pasted the text that was meant for him to use as a suggestion. Yeah, that was definitely ChatGPT. We can't even read that. This statement is institutional, preventative, and informative. Literally directly out of his conversation with his chatbot. This is bizarre. It feels like asking a bot to make a tone-deaf, lawyer-friendly public statement. Someone says he should have got ChatGPT to write it in the style of a romantic novel instead. Don't worry. Well, I mean, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. These people speak English. I mean, I think, like, if you're a smart Brazilian person, you know if you speak better English, you're gonna make more money. So it's on him. This is so shockingly bad. Athletes are now issuing press statements or press releases to announce their new cycle. It's not his native language. He most likely doesn't have a lawyer or PR person. He's got money. And he somehow wants to distance himself from this without being a complete dick gaval. You guys always make excuses, bro. You ever realize people be making excuses for these guys, and worse to prove, they be jumping on the victims left and right. How about you prove your innocence? Just because somebody has a black belt doesn't mean they are able to string coherent sentences together on their own. I agree. Or in this case, be able to create a prompt from the LLM language learning model, something like that, generating his generic statement and then edit the statement so it doesn't come across as stilted and bizarre. Says that statement, no matter how good he is, sounds so full of pomp and circumstance. Just say you're leaving. Yeah, I can see where the good people at Atos are feeling mixed about just giving up essentially their jiu-jitsu identity. They have built friendships with good people. What would be best is if Andre gets prison and Angelica too, and they lose all rights to the Atos name. Well, that person went pretty dark pretty quickly. Gordon recently said that Kaynan has an IQ of 72. Well, they about the same. I'm sure the language barrier most likely forced his hand to use ChatGPT. Everybody's using ChatGPT, to be honest. Still a crappy statement and roundabout way to say he's leaving. Jesus, pay someone who speaks English a solid $20 to make sure you didn't leave the AI commentary at least. Well, Americans can't read either. They can't read or write either. Says disrespecting BJ. I'm trying to click on it. We got a slow day today, bro. People fighting. This how these guys be acting. They be doing this. This happened to me when I compete. You be competing. They grab your neck, pushing your head into the ground. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? He didn't do anything. He over here shoving your head into the floor. Using that to choke you out? Yeah. We are cooked over here. The Thug Trials are this weekend. Who's doing the Thug Trials? Let's see if you guys can see. You got Krikorian and versus Hosha. Wait. Krikorian versus Souza. And you got Wagner Hosha versus Garmo. I'm not really excited to see any of those matches. You guys got to watch it for me. Big Dan versus Goldsby. Krevar versus Shuck. Hosha versus Walski. I don't know half these people. Couch versus Gonzalez. Okay. Taza versus Jameson. Asanitis versus Myers. And Bornerman versus Strauss. That card's a little weird, but it's in Michigan. Or Minnesota. Kalamazoo. Where's Kalamazoo? Is that Michigan, little snap? Someone says, I feel like there's real potential for some bangers on this card. Yeah, that don't sound right. What an awful name for the event. Jacob Couch still getting matches and Wagner. Someone says 30 matches total. Taza just did a seminar at Proving Grounds where Myers trains this weekend. Was really good. It looks like it's free on YouTube. We probably won't be streaming that. It's on Valentine's Day. Hey, we busy over here. Valentine's Day. Some of the stuff we already saw. I missed something though. I can't remember what it was. What did I miss? I missed something recently. Yeah. Tom Hardy got his brown belt. It's in Michigan. Okay, Kalamazoo. At least he actually trains. He actually did a real 6 years to get the brown. Something like that. Moneyberg already got his black belt. It's a beautiful town. Okay. Wow. Shout out to Tom Hardy. Blink 182 drummer starts training jiu-jitsu as well. Who does he train with though? That's the question. Who he train with? He trained with Hegan. Hey, you know he trained with Hegan. Let's see. Says, I have no issues with this as long as the Kardashians don't find their way in. Don't let the Kardashians into jiu-jitsu. I got to quit jiu-jitsu at that point. If you guys let the Kardashians in, I'm done. I'm done with jiu-jitsu. They get their black belt in 2 weeks. I'm done. Says he mainly does privates with John Jack Machado. Okay, I thought it was Hegan. I don't want to say too much about Hegan. We got a homie on here who likes Hegan. We got a homie on the live stream that likes Hegan. Says he saw what happened to Tom Brady and wasn't gonna take any chances. Oh yeah, don't leave your. Isn't that cultural? Hey, don't leave your wife around those jiu-jitsu guys. I tell that to everybody. There was some stuff going on in Iran. It says Iran executions of wrestlers spark international sports ban calls. Were they wait a second. They executed some wrestlers over there? Oh, that's sad. I think that's happened before too. Yeah, it happened before they executed a wrestler. One of the Iranian wrestlers over there. Let's see if we can find that story. It's kind of sad though. Says kick out Iran out of the Olympics World Cup for execution of over 30 athletes. Activists demand. Says Parsa Lorestani was shot dead in Khorramabad January 8th, and former Iranian coach Sadar Pareshia calls for an international boycott. Longtime critic of the Iranian regime and the former head of the rogue nation's national wrestling team are urging sports organizations to ban Iran from competitions just weeks after Tehran executed thousands of anti-government demonstrators. The sport of wrestling, a national pastime in Iran, you guys know Iranians love wrestling, has been hard by the Iranian regime's slaughter of protesters seeking to end a 47 years of Islamist totalitarian rule in the country. So you guys be complaining, and they got to fight. The wrestlers out here fighting for their, not just their life, but they're fighting for their government or against their government. So that is pretty sad. It says world champion Salah Mohammed faces imminent execution in Iran for protest participation as international pressure mounts to save the athlete. It says another wrestler murdered. Oh, there was more than one wrestler? Arafan Kari was 20, a champion. Iranian-American Sadar Parashi, former head coach of Iran's National Greco-Roman Wrestling, wrote on his X account on Friday. He could have been an Olympian. Instead, the Islamic regime shot him for protesting. Dang. They had some other wrestlers too. Yeah, they get rid of these wrestlers out in these other countries, bro. They take them out. CGI 3, we talked about that a little bit. Is that Sunny on there? That is Sunny. Let's see where's Sunny at. We got a chill day today, bro. We just chilling, trying to find Sunny. Let's see. We know you guys love her. She quiet. She need to she need to go to jail though. She need to take herself to jail. Someone says, how does Dennis actually make a living? Yeah, I think Dennis rich. Classic rich parent claim. His mom is a cougar, diamonds all over. He got almost 7 million followers on Instagram, so that probably helps compared to Gordon Ryan's 961K. Honest question, because I don't know how it works with getting paid. Do companies or Instagram have a technology to make sure people are compensated? No, they don't. Someone says, I work in digital marketing for a major corporation. When I look for influencers to hire, I can see on the dashboard the creator's follower to engagement ratio, the new accounts reach, etc. Dylan's only 32. Isn't Craig Jones like 40 pounds heavier? Yeah. Says Dennis fights at welterweight and Craig usually does 88 kg for ADCC. I think Craig's bigger than that now. They said when Dennis bails, I'll volunteer to get slept by Craig in 15 seconds. Dylan hasn't trained at a high level in jiu-jitsu in almost a decade. His last competition or competitive grappling win came in 2017. He's a dinosaur. I fought him a long time ago. I lost in the finals of Pan's brown belt. Why are people still giving Dennis a platform? Professional troll and bona fide charlatan that hasn't had a grappling win in years. The sport has passed him by entirely. Now we get to watch yet another clout chaser get paid for his antics. Well, Gable Stevenson messed up the last thing, so I don't think you're going to get another match like that. How about Craig versus Andre Galvao? They won't do that. Damn, we got a slow day today, bro. We went through all our information. It says it says gym creep self-defense. Girls need this for sure.
There's always that guy that gets creepy when he comes to say hello. Not sure how to handle it? Try these. First, offer a handshake. The secret here is to be firm and confident. Your posture will speak volumes. If you just don't want to feel stuck, you can step to the side, block his wrist, and create some space. Make sure to bring your arm under his to prevent him from grabbing your waist. Now, if he fully invades your space and grabs you, bring your forearm to his throat and push away. The more he tries to get close to you, the worse he will feel in his throat. Remember, this is not the time to be nice. Your safety comes first.
Yeah, but how's that going to help you defend against your jiu-jitsu coach?
There's always that guy that...
How are you going to defend? You can't beat your jiu-jitsu coach with that. Says good advice with useful techniques. He's looking for a hoochie mama. I give him uchi mata. Stomp the groin. Yeah, that groin thing don't really work. Says I think people are missing the point with this video. These aren't moves for a life or death situation. These are moves for when you're at a social gathering and you get a drunk guy who's being a bit handsy. These moves are to keep that guy off of you while doing your best not to be perceived as rude. Well, I think when you put your forearm in their neck, that might be a little rude. Unfortunately. The not being perceived as rude or escalatory is very big for most women, as not knowing how is what leads to inaction and freezing up. I don't feel like sisters have a problem with that. Step 1, don't train at Atos. Okay. Just use the teep. Says Rampage is already working on counters. Yeah, Rampage. That reminds me. Let's see what Rampage up to. You know, he's up in the Philippines. Actually, we might do that later. We can't watch that on this live stream. You guys lose your mind over here. Oh shoot. There was something I was supposed to see. What was that? I'm trying to see where it was. I don't see it. Josh Sanders still around? What is that Nazi doing? What is that Nazi up to? You guys be supporting Nazis, bro. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You people should be ashamed of yourselves over here. Yeah, I think we watched everything. We ain't got no more content today? I mean, I can still talk. You guys know I can talk about stuff. I do want to watch a match, though. You guys need to watch more matches, man. IBJF didn't post nothing, though. They slacking, man. Let's see if I can see anything. Oh, here's a good match. Jefferson versus Abreu. It's gone, bro. It's gone, bro. Who knows, bro? Who knows? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kill it? I might get that.
All right, let's go, T. You're first. Pega. Vai pra baixo. Vai pra baixo.
Attack his leg. Attack his leg.
Isso é mais fácil.
Attack toe hold. Yeah, go for his leg. Uh-oh. What happened? Wait, what happened? The beard is gone? Yeah. I can't help you people. Fight on said Saunders is a Nazi. Did you not know that? I can't help you guys. I can't help this sport, bro. I can't help the sport. I just can't help the sport. I can't sacrifice myself going after all these people. All the Nazis and predators. I can't sacrifice myself going for all these people. I'm sorry. I just can't. Man, how am I can't defend all this. I can't. You guys don't know anything. You guys want me to tell you everything. I can't. There's too many. I'm against a horde of predators, Nazis, racist people. I can't win. I can't beat these people. I'm by myself. At most we got me, LL Snap, and Mush. We can't beat all these people. We outnumbered. They got more resources. They got more followers, bigger associations. Yeah, we gotta do judo. Yeah, I just can't beat these people. I'm sorry. I'm one person. I'm human. I can't beat these people. There's too many of them out there. And that's just the one person. That's just the one person we can say that's a Nazi. There's probably more. There's probably some at your school. You guys probably follow some Nazis. I can't win. How am I? That's why I'm picking and choosing my battles. You had Hunter Biden over here trying to get me out. That's all good. It was a pretty big. It was pretty big on social media. Hunter Biden over here trying to get me to sacrifice myself going out after these predators, these dangerous predators. I can't do that. Now, I'm trying to figure out how this guy, what happened in this match? I'm trying to figure out how he got disqualified. Even LO Snap said he got turned down the fade. It's too many fades to give. I can't give a 10,000 fades. I wish I could. I can't. The live stream got three main people. We already undergunned, underfunded, undergunned. We can't beat everybody. Yeah, just look it up. Fight style. We can look it up right here. But man, I just can't. Oh, what happened to my thing? What's the kid's name again? This was last year. Yeah, I just can't. You can't beat these people, bro. There's too many of them. They're too powerful. It's from last year. It says Australian grappler Josh Saunders, however you say his name, has become the subject of intense backlash after Reddit users uncovered social media activity that appears to show him engaging with content tied to far-right ideologies, including references to Nazi-adjacent symbolism in groups. The controversy erupted on Reddit's RBJ community, where users posted screenshots from Saunders' Instagram. He's posting some stuff, some Nazi salutes and some other stuff. Oh, there you are right there.
If I mention my favorite historical person on this app, I will immediately get removed from the app, but I will give you a clue. Yep, all of...
Yeah, I give you the warning. My goal, yeah, I would like to educate. I can only reach whatever, my following's not that big. I can only reach, it's all, I'm not angry. I'm just tired. I'm just tired, Then people jump on here. What about, Galval? What did Galval do? What did J-Rod do? And I be talking about it. Nothing changes though, unfortunately. Now we are pockets. What's up, Sarah? Yeah, keep training. Yeah, I'd rather you guys train than watch this crap. He says at this point, like this, you know what to do when you do jiu-jitsu. Predators, racists, scammers, probably some other stuff in there too. We can't think about it. There's so much crazy stuff. I got to be turning daily to the sport to catch it all. Yeah, all these high-profile people got skeletons all over. That's true. What you looking at? Dance Hard or Die? You didn't see that? Oh, it was pretty big. We'll play that one more time.
If I mention my favorite historical person on this app, I will immediately get removed from the app, but I will give you a clue. Yep, all of...
Yeah, so I mean, you guys like these people. You guys support these people, and I think we covered some of this stuff on Reddit too. They might have taken it down. Reddit, where are you? Yeah, I think they took it down. I think they took it down. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, there's no shortage of oh, that was a good one. I want to see that one.
Bro, I want to see him go against Cormier and RAF. That's what I want to see.
Are you gonna do it?
Bro.
Bro,
Let me watch this real fast. Now I'll get back to the other crap.
Bro, I want to see him go against Cormier and RAF. That's what I want to see.
Are you gonna do it?
Bro.
Yeah.
I have severe arthritis, and most people don't know that. My left hip is covered in arthritis.
Damn.
I actually already qualified for a hip replacement.
Oh shit.
My last training camp, dude, I went to bed in so much pain.
Well, UFC gonna cover it though, 100%.
I have a 3-year-old baby boy. And I want to use what I got left of my hips, play with his ass.
Hell yeah.
You're making
Hell
excuses.
yeah.
John Jones, good old John Jones. He might not be lying though. His body probably is worn down. Nazis, yeah, we were just talking about Nazis. Yeah, there's Nazis too. Yeah, LO Snap got me. So, you know, I was tired. LO Snap put me on the 3-way. LO Snap had me on that 3-way. I'm tired. But it was fun. It was good to see Tony and talk to him. Your coach don't like nobody? Oh yeah, we cool. You know what? All the brothers pretty cool. All the brothers pretty cool. Someone says casual. I was gone last week, but just got back and heard about the allegations. I'm told he has been separated from the organization, but is it wrong for me to continue training there? I don't have a relationship with any involved parties, cause I kind of train inconsistent hours. Homie said I just want to train. Homie said I don't care what's going on. I just want to train. Says your dollar still goes to his pocket. Decide based on that. Great point. We all have our own opinions, but only you can answer this question according to your own moral code. Most people ain't got a moral code. I personally would still leave, considering the multitude of other gym options in the area, all within 10 to 15-minute drives. Someone says, I don't train in San Diego, but I was training at an affiliate who hasn't disaffiliated. I DM'd asking their position and if they planned on going independent. No response. I'm not going back. At this point, their silence is complicit behavior, period. If they try that dumb Creonchi thing, remember the Creonchi talk back in the day? No, nobody says that. Says just blast them as supporters. Says if the person you're talking with supports which behavior based on their reaction. Okay. The scandal is telling a lot about many people. As unfortunate as it is, we should all be lucky to know a little better. This sounds like such a bad business decision, like the positives of staying cannot outweigh the negatives unless it's pure emotional decision. It is 100% emotional. He's too attached to the Atos identity to do the right thing. He's incapable of separating his personal loyalty. He just wants to train and is close by, even though it's $350 a month. Black people make up less than 1% of the sport. If you find one, you better hang out with them. That's true. That is true. That's most people, really. Says it's not separated in reality. Andre is the owner. He simply may not appear on public hours. Well, J-Rod wasn't supposed to be at J-Rod not supposed to be there on public hours either, but he probably there now. When CrossFit owners had some controversy, the company was sold publicly, and it was for all to see that the old owner was no longer associated with CrossFit. We didn't see that here because nothing happened. Well, there has been a change. Sarah Gabal is in charge now. But the bank account probably going to the same. The money's still going to the same bank account. No amendments have been filed to the Atos state business entity or any of the associated LLCs. Andre is still listed as the sole owner / managing member. Leave, bro. Go to Legion. For the next 6 months or 6 weeks, they'll just all gloss over it. Happened with Ricardo De La Hiva. Happened with Cyborg, and somebody brings up TLI. Well, yeah. Well, those guys, weren't they they weren't convicted, but they were apprehended, I believe. Dun, dun, dun. I wouldn't train at and support a gym run by predators, but well, some of you guys do. But if that's not an issue for you, so be it. Just know if we were friends and you kept training there, I wouldn't hang out or train with you moving forward. That guy don't have friends. He ain't got no friends. Says that big ass gym must be empty AF right now. That gym, man, that they got like 800 members, or had. Time will tell how long it stays open. I left and I haven't been there, but I know that not everybody left. I'd imagine many left though, not sure how many. Is it wrong for you to continue to support people who abuse those whom they've mentored since children or childhood? Is it wrong for you to prioritize convenience over ethics? Says, I don't know how much more convenient it even would be. There are tons of gyms with world-class instructors and students just a few minutes drive from there. Not to mention the coaches he used to train under are probably no longer there, along with most of the people he used to train with, all of whom are probably gathered at said nearby gyms. It's not like he would get he don't train. The guy don't train consistently. There is an obvious moral issue with still training there, and San Diego has one of the best jiu-jitsu scenes in the US. It's very easy to go find phenomenal training from a place that doesn't support this behavior. Personally, I would have already been signing up at a new gym. If you want recommendations, I'm happy to give you some. Says Andres just opened up Corvus, Alliance San Diego, Victory MMA, Legion, who else over there? Somebody else over there too. It says, if you have a Brazilian instructor, I hate to say it, man, I really do. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be racist, but man, you really need to keep your eyes open. That's true. Keep in mind, most of these guys are from Brazil and their age of consent is 14. It's going to be hard to reprogram them guys to think it to be bad to tell to their students. Yeah. It's got to be awkward for everyone going to Atos classes acting like they don't know the news. Well, some people just kind of live in their life, man. They ain't on social media. They don't follow nothing. So they're like, what's going on? Everybody must be on vacation. Someone says, I bet someone takes over as head coach and they rename and rebrand pretty soon. I'm curious to know how many students are on the mat. I'd assume it's a desert right now. Andre probably sells his portion and moves to Brazil. He's not doing that. Imagine a coworker or a family member being interested in trying jiu-jitsu, and you tell them where you train at, and they Google it for directions and come across all these threads and posts. Well, these threads and posts will be gone by then. Dun, dun, dun. It's your team trained there. One person isn't the entire team. I don't know about that. That's some other stuff. So I was kind of older, but it was good to read. What does being Brazilian? Who wrote that? With the age of consent and stuff? What was that about? No. What does Brazilian have to do with what? Oh. It's got to be awkward for everyone going to Atos class. Yeah. Did we say anything about Brazilians? I don't know. I said some of it's cultural, but Rotulo's been kind of quiet from what I've seen. I don't think they said anything. Hey, Sonny. They got their own issues. Everybody got their own issues, to be honest. Someone said, I saw the Rotulo statement speaking about Atos and somewhat said they left Atos years ago already. Is this true? Who do they train under, if so? Is it cultural? Well, the age of consent stuff. Their culture, they start younger, supposedly. And I don't know. I've been giving them a pass, just saying the culture. Not saying the culture is good. I'm just saying they tend to have a culture of where this more normalized hitting on the students, dating younger students. That does seem to be my observation. Now, most of these guys been in America for several decades. Galval been in America for at least 20 years. So, I mean, I'm not really defending these guys. Don't ask me to defend these people. I can barely defend myself. I ain't defending these. These people don't care about me. And I don't care about them. Take them to jail. If COVID taught anything, it's that the worst news disappears from people's minds after 2 full weeks of non-report. Yeah, it's true. Well, we don't forget over here on this live stream, no. Says the bulk of this discussion that needs to be mod says I don't feel like they've been at Atos for several years now. They've seemingly did the nomad thing for a bit, then opened their own school and started working with Eric Paulson. I think Paulson is mainly their MMA coach. Andre was in their corner at CJI1, but that was the last time I saw them together. It's kind of funny looking back and seeing Andre in Ty's corner and Isaac Mitchell in Nolf's corner. Going off just social media and events, they don't come off like much more than just that where they got their black belts from and trained as kids. That's pretty interesting because the Atos Baymount, California, promotes them heavily, and they did a ton of seminars there. I think the most recent one was August 2025. I live close, so when they opened, I was spammed with their gym ads. Yellow Snap says, let me put it to you this way. If 85% of the population has... Okay, whoa, Jesus. Okay. Is that true? Dang. Shoot. It must be the water down there or something. The Rotulos are under Eric Paulson. He's a better coach to be associated with. I hope so. The chat looks deep. It's usually pretty deep, CP. I just changed the format. I just changed the format because before it would show just a part of it. But that's how it normally is, really. Oh, he's saying the topic. Says they train at Classic Fight Team and have been primarily there for MMA. They opened their own gym in Costa Rica with the CGI money. I think it's not a public gym. According to their social media feeds, they spend the vast majority of their time at Eric Paulson's gym. Those boys have a lot to accomplish before they start to run a gym. They have their own money through one championship, their sponsors, and most recently the CGI prize money. They're doing their own thing in Costa Rica, training, fishing, and living their best life. They're with Paulson, and a lot of their mat time is at the Tenor Gym. I know because one of my coaches is their BJJ training partner on the regular. They're friendly with Andre, but it's been a minute since they've trained at Atos. They probably won't be back at Atos anytime soon. Now, the Rotulos have been quiet about, the whole AOJ thing. Yeah, the Rotulos have been really quiet about that. Absolutely, I entered the room of a bunch of learned scholars. We did talk about Maggie, Cyborg's ex, and we read the New York Times article. You messed up when they make a New York Times article about you. They're still in trouble because of their stepdad and their mom calling that girl, yeah. They've been mighty quiet. Jiu-jitsu, everybody quiet in jiu-jitsu. Everybody quiet in jiu-jitsu. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, CP. You were here, CP. There's nothing else new about it. We talked about that yesterday. Somebody said I was saying the guy's name wrong. Consalves. Someone says, I was wondering this last night. How did Fight Sports avoid getting the same treatment? I would say that there was more damning evidence than Atos. Well, there's two different not different situations, but it's different when it's the leader. So if Cyborg got in trouble, okay, I think Fight Sports would be done for. But if it's a student or instructor under Cyborg, then it's they can just cut that person off. Atos, Galval got in trouble, so that kind of disrupted the whole organization. TLI, those kids got in trouble and they got dealt with, right? So That's basically the only way you can survive is if it's not the leader and it's someone else that gets in trouble, then you can cut them off and then keep moving. But if it's the leader, say Cyborg got in trouble or something, it probably would be done for. And you know what? Brazilians gonna stick up for Brazilians. I'll give them that. They've been suspiciously quiet. Honestly, they seem like they aren't going to speak up. They they got too much to lose. I mean, they did have a New York Times article written about them. So now, when Galvão get that kind of treatment, but they had so much evidence against Fight Sports. Fight Sports had evidence on top of evidence against them. They survived somehow. Says there was more damning evidence than Atos. Victim and father spoke out. Marcel was charged and escaped. And there was even video evidence that he was still visiting gyms at specific times to train and work the desk before he escaped. Someone said Fight Sports, New Wave, Henzo, TLI. They love bringing Lloyd Irvin in there. Atos Zurich guy still doubling down on his stance while smashing Rolexes. Yeah, we watched that. LO Snap said those were fake. None of these guys are punished. I would say Lloyd Irvin was punished. Being ostracized, and but I can't say Fight Sports was punished. New Wave never been punished. Henzo, Kingsway not punished. I think TLI got punished harder than all these people. Now Atos getting kind of snapped down. They said Galvão too black. He Brazilian to me. He ain't black. He Brazilian, but he getting treated like he's black. They treating that man like he's from here. Because I can't say anything about Fight Sports. Who's Agatha? I heard that name before. Who is that? You trying to? Oh, that girl? Is that the girl over there? Isn't she with somebody though? You trying to get her a passport? Get out of here, LL Snap. I mean, they vilified, yeah. So I mean, Lloyd had his thing, but that was in college. And then they had the incidents with the two boys. Those guys are gone. But I would say TLI still been punished since then. Dusty, what's up? He says, are these fools in Epstein files? Maybe. Dusty, what's up, Dusty? Dusty, the #1 troll. Those guys who got accused were on the team for less than a month. They're from Texas. Oh, I told you, Texas. They from Austin. They either from Dallas or Houston or somewhere. Yeah, but I'm saying as far as punishment and repercussions, I would say TLI they're still being punished. They're still being punished. Dusty, what's up, man? Dusty. Dusty a bigger troll than me. That's yeah. Let me see. My brain read Marcelo for a second. Yeah, they just love TLI. Says she's trying to get ahead of any well-deserved stuff coming her way. Someone cue up Cyborg getting taken out by Rita at ADCC, please. That was a good match, though. Remember when Mo Jassim made that huge public show and then gave Cyborg and Wagner ADCC invites anyway? Oh, yeah. Well, Schmo. We got dunked on and we didn't even know them dudes. Yeah. I met those guys. I knew something was up because one of those kids was like shoplifting and shit. Remember that? I don't know if I plead the fifth otherwise, but that kid, one of those kids was, I can't remember the kid's name, Nick or whatever. He was shoplifting. And I was like, you know what, man? Something wrong. Yeah, one of those kids was shoplifting. I was like, wait a second. I don't know about that. Yeah, that kid. Yeah, that kid. I was like, man, that kid shoplifting, like small stuff. But doesn't that show you people's kind of like not their upbringing, but like their mentality. What I was like, man, something off about that. I'm not hanging around. I didn't hang around none of those guys. Now, my homie back then was crazy, so my homie was crazy too. Homeboy was crazy too. I'm not even gonna bring up homie's name. Those guys were jiu-jitsu bums, no offense. And some of those guys over there at Atos. Some of them guys over there. Mo didn't care about any of that stuff. Non-Swiss are now banned from competing at ADCC Opens here, and he doesn't care. Why are they banned, CP? Well, even in Sweden, we had some national tournaments that were just for Swedish people. CP, you don't got citizenship over there, CP? Everyone kept saying take down the hierarchy of jiu-jitsu. In order to do that, you're going to have to remove the belt system completely. At that point, what's the point of doing jiu-jitsu? It'd be a biker gang, yeah. Oh, money. Release the Cyborg files. Let's watch Cyborg versus I want to see if Cyborg versus in the Miami Open, this recent one, but it hasn't come out yet.
When we sat down with Bill Bassett the other day, he said how granular they're thinking. Yes, it's nutrition. Yes, it's mindset. Yes, it's technique. Yes, it's strength training. He's also saying you want to be a 1 in a million wrestler? Your relationship to your phone needs to be 1 million. Different than a million other people. Why? It's a good thing. There's a lot of good things about our phone, but it could slow us down. So you can't just be following the crowd, because if you follow the crowd, you end up average. When we sat down with Bill Bassett the other day, he said how granular they're thinking. Yes,
Bo Bassett built different, man. Don't copy him too closely. You're gonna burn yourself out.
For a lot of guys, even when I train right now, they come to my gym and I make them spend time, repetitious time like I did, on technique. They don't like it. They just want to beat bags, beat hand mitts, spar. Well, how can you do all this if you don't know the real technique that it takes to do it? So that's what's happening. We're missing all that because soon you come to the gym, first thing you want to do is hit something. In our day, it wasn't like that. You knew what kind of fighter you were. You knew how to jab. You knew how to throw a right hand. You knew how to throw every punch. You knew how to counter every punch. You knew how to defend every punch. You knew boxing from here, then here. Now you learn it from here.
Doesn't that sound like ecological? Ecological, that sounds like, we're going to play that again. That sounds like ecological right there, where people just want to get into it, but have no technique. Don't that sound like ecological training? Let me play that again.
For a lot of guys, even when I train right now, they come to my gym and I make them spend time, repetitious time like I did, on technique. They don't like it. They just want to beat bags, beat hand mitts, spar. Well, how can you do all this if you don't know the real technique that it takes to do it? So that's what's happening. We're missing all that because soon you come to the gym, first thing you want to do is hit something. In our day, it wasn't like that. You knew what kind of fighter you were. You knew how to jab. You knew how to throw a right hand. You knew how to throw every punch. You knew how to counter every punch. You knew how to defend every punch. You knew boxing from here, then here. Now you learn it from here.
I mean, you can't say that no more. People are not going to listen no more.
I think the best thing to do now with these young guys, is just don't teach them the fundamentals, right? You want to get rid of the fundamentals.
Well, here's the thing about fundamentals. They have fun in the name, and we don't have fun. So we need to go right to the hardamentals, which is just the dumb hard moves.
Absolutely.
Skipping over fundamentals. We're not doing
that's what I like. That's why I like you.
Be sure to subscribe for more content like this.
We got a brother on YouTube. He got some good words to say. I still can't figure out why this guy was disqualified here. Let me watch this one more time. He's going for a heel hook. It's hard to see. Fabriu gets disqualified for some reason.
All right, let's go, T. You're first.
Venga.
I don't know what happened.
Isso é mais fácil. Põe a mão e vai entrar. Isso. E agora?
I heard it. I heard. Go back. I heard it. I heard it. I heard it. See, bro. Listen. Just listen. I'm gonna turn it up. Just listen. So he made a sound. He was okay, but he made a sound while the other guy's going for a submission, so that's why he got caught. You know the rules, though. It sounded like he was just trying to move. Well, you know you can't make sounds in jiu-jitsu, especially when you're in a submission. Someone said, what happened? Verbal tap. It wasn't technically it's a verbal tap, but I think he just was moved. Yeah, I don't know. You know if you're a black belt, you know I can't make no sounds. If you're a black belt, you know you can't make no sounds. It says if you grunt loudly in the middle of a submission, they consider it a verbal tap. Yeah. You know you can't. You train at AOJ, you know all the rules. You know all the rules. You know all the rules. You know the rules. You're a black belt. Look at him. I can't stand. Look how sad he look. Isso. He know the rules. You know the rules. We all know the rules. Look at Jonatas Gracie with his bald head. He looking down. Look at Cole looking disappointed. You know the rules. We all know the rules. You know you can't make that sound.
Circling to your right. Circling to your right. Circling to your right.
You know you can't. Yeah. You can't do that. You know you can't do that. You can't. Nobody can do that. Now, if Galval was there, maybe they would have let you get off with that. I don't think Galval could be there no more. Galval might be done for. There was a video I wanted to see. Let me switch my head over so you guys can't see everything. Let's see. I'm not done. LO Snap said whenever I go big head, that means I'm trying to jump off of here. But I'm not. That ain't true right now. I'm trying to move over. We got a brother. He had a nice little video. Let's see. He says, the character gap in modern jiu-jitsu. Why scandals keep happening? Let's listen to this. This is the alchemy of struggle.
I usually stay away from jiu-jitsu gossip and controversy on this channel, but there's a deeper issue that keeps surfacing every time another story breaks. We confuse technical mastery with moral authority. Someone gets really good at controlling bodies, winning medals, and building a reputation on the mats. And somewhere along the way, we start treating them like a guide on how to live.
What video
that
did you send me?
Is dangerous. Because nothing about jiu-jitsu on its own builds character. It builds skill, confidence, and in some cases, social influence. But character is something entirely different. And that's what we're talking about today.
On Instagram, yeah.
Not the latest of many scandals, but the character gap in modern jiu-jitsu, and why outsourcing your values to those mats is a huge mistake. Welcome to the Alchemy of Struggle, baby. We've all seen the news, the rumors, and the drama in the jiu-jitsu world. But today isn't about any specific person or a specific controversy. It's about a pattern I've watched repeat itself for years. Every time something happens, people are totally shocked. Honestly, the only thing surprising to me is how shocked everyone is. When you elevate people and put them on pedestals and damn near treat them like gods, you shouldn't be surprised when they behave as if they're untouchable. We keep confusing jiu-jitsu rank with wisdom. Someone teaches us how to choke or dominate another human being, and we start treating them like they're therapists, sages, or moral authorities.
Brain rot content.
But they're not. They're just people.
It does sound like, you're right, it does sound like ChatGPT. That does sound like ChatGPT, you're right. You guys know I ain't doing ChatGPT over here. I was trying to find LO Snap, we saw that video you sent me yesterday though. I think we did, about the jiu-jitsu people taking what was it saying? Yeah, we watched that earlier. Technically, I'm a BJJ YouTuber. Well, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a jiu-jitsu guy. They're YouTubers that do jiu-jitsu. They're YouTubers that do jiu-jitsu. Let me see. Let me switch that off. I want you guys seeing that. Let me send that to somebody real fast. Technically, I'm a YouTuber. I think something. You not no damn YouTuber. Well, when you listen to my soft voice video, I'm a YouTuber. He looks like the guidance counselor from a black sitcom. Yeah, he does. Let me switch it. Oh, you guys can see. Let me see. Yeah, that did sound like it was from ChatGPT. You guys know. Just so you guys know, I write everything. All that shit I be writing. All them soft voice videos. Yeah, all them soft voice videos. Look how much research be coming from them soft voice videos. That's 1, 2. Look how many note cards. I be taking notes on everything. All the matches. All the videos. Notes. This ain't no chat GPT over here, man. Notes. Handwritten notes. Typed up notes. We don't use no AI shit over here. This is human powered. Human powered. Now, I be making mistakes and grammatical errors, of course. Human. I'm human still. But everything's just, human powered over here, man. You use no AI. I can't afford that AI tools. He probably doesn't train. Yeah, maybe not. So we got to keep inviting people. We got to invite people to the trainings. I want to see all these online people. I want to see Dorothy Slippers. I want to see Spirit of Justice. I want to see these people. Because everybody talk big online. He said, man, your soft voice videos are the best. It's a little shame that you don't get, oh, well. Honestly, I don't really need recognition from all these predators and scammers and stuff. I'm actually okay with that. I don't need recognition from these people. I've made peace with myself. Let's see. We got a couple things we got over here. We got the girl that Craig Jones was working with. Hey. Now, I don't support OnlyFans, but maybe I should. Maybe I should start supporting OnlyFans. Yeah, I get clowns over here. My favorite was when somebody was talking shit to Mush one day. I was like, yo, calm down. You don't know this, man. Calm down. Mush said, pull up the video. I was like, oh, dang, you started something. That might be a good drill. No, Andre. Actually, that might be yes, Andre. Yes, Andre. Yes, Andre. Now, I think I need that in my life. Homie, I was like, yo, chill, homie. Mush said, pull up the video. I was like, damn, you done started something now. All right, we might need to do a collaboration or something. What do you think? What do you guys think? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Were you there that day, LL Snap? It was Jason Whitfield. We gotta do some live meetups because we gotta run some fades on some people, bro. We gotta do that collab. Hey, would you like to film some video? No, we're just now we might need we need a female presence on the live stream for the stream. Yeah, she could just hang out, I don't think she speaks English though. But honestly, she doesn't need to speak. The way she's moving, she don't the way she's moving, she don't need to speak. We know everything she's trying to say to us right now. Craig had a good time. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm distracted. I can't help it. Listen. Where's the Goon Squad at? Where is the Goon Squad at? All right, let me get out of there. Woo. Okay, we got a sister over here. What's she saying?
Y'all didn't. Y'all did not. Y'all did not.
She need to stop wearing the bonnets though. The bonnet's for the house, not for on TV and stuff.
Oh my God, guys. Y'all better watch yourselves when I take my hair down. Hold on.
Now her braids do look good.
That's
I will say her
crazy.
braids do look good. That might be why.
Is this giving shower cap or is it giving bonnet? Can I look?
Yeah,
same but different. Oh, I still look good.
Elo's not like the
Y'all, this
ratchet
is
girls,
crazy.
man. He like his girls ratchet.
I'm always on the mat. I don't want my hair
braids
messed
look good,
up.
though. Her braids look good. Oh, well, that's true. Now I don't agree with bonnets outside, but her hair does look good, Mush. I will agree. Her hair looks good, and you know we like that on this live stream. Now show us those feet.
I don't like doing my hair all the time. Also,
Show us
I don't
those
want dirty
feet.
locks. If you know, you know. If you don't wear bonnets all the time, you get lint in your locks. It gets stuck. And then on top of that, I be having to pull other people's hair out of my
That is
locks.
true. She's
I don't
right.
wanna deal with that. So I just wear bonnets all the time.
Now she trains at Simpleton MMA though. That's her only red flag I can say. LO Snap says she's safe though. LO Snap says she's safe over there though. Where's the red flag at? Somebody post a red flag for me. I don't think I have one over here. Post a red flag on this live stream for me. Now she does train at Simpleton MMA, but she looked good. LOL. What about it? Come on now. Nothing better than waking up with the one with the bonnet. But she got the bonnet on all over the place. She don't take the bonnet off though. LO Snap be out here in these streets. LO Snap also said that Glorilla's sister would be okay. They call her Brorilla. Nah, LO Snap. I can't do that. Thank you, Dance Hard Die. He said that's only an hour and a half away. I might have to make a drive. I thought you didn't like Simpleton no more. Much conflicted. Mush said, I'm going back to my snow. Mush said he going back. Mush going back to the snow. She does need Mush to teach her how to get out the triangle though. Brorilla. Nah. She a stud. Brorilla says she checks Glorilla's net worth daily and says it only makes her matter. Nah, them tattoos ain't coming off. Nah, she is in her masculine era right now.
Like that's what I'm saying. What do you know about your sister? Like you know she got that deal, but you know that's advanced though. You got to get that back.
Bruh, she been on 4 years, bruh. She got endorsement with Sheen, all types of
Sheen?
Hell yeah, she got endorsement with Sheen. I'm Googling her net worth every day and getting mad at her.
That's lying though. Let me Google her net worth. Hold on. Glorilla net worth 2026. Ain't nothing pop up. 23 million. 23 mil? 2 to 3 million? That ain't shit.
That's why I just want 25 million.
LO Snap crazy. LO Snap, bro, really.
But you gotta think about it. 3 million. Taxes come out. That's like 2.3 right there.
Y'all really think
You gotta pay.
2.3 million?
You say who?
You really think that girl worth 2.3 million?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. What do you know about your sister? Like, you know she got that deal, but you know that's advanced, though. You got to get that back.
Bruh, she been on 4 years, bruh. She got endorsement with Sheen, all types of
Sheen?
Hell yeah, she got endorsement with Sheen. I'm Googling her net worth every day and getting mad at her.
That's lying, though. Let me Google her net worth.
She do got endorsement with
Let
Sheen.
me Google her net worth. Hold on. Glorilla net worth 2026. Ain't nothing pop up.
23 million. Nah, I can't be doing
23 million.
I can't be doing that with no.
That's just what that said.
LO Snap got some proclivities. I can't defend his proclivities over here. Oh dang. Well, he might be on to something, but not with Brorilla though. I'm good. Brorilla, LO Snap gonna have you hooking up with Brorilla. I'm good.
I'm pretty sure she got way more than that.
Well, hella more than that.
Yeah.
She's not worth nowhere near 2.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, my point is, again, why you ain't with the family? And then she was talking about me on live. I mean, on interviews and shit. I'm the 5th child. If you go back to them interviews, she always saying the 5th child. So she been talking about me. So it's really
she got
legit.
waves, man. Nah.
She been talking about me.
She got waves, man.
That's why you doing this. It's always the middle. My favorite show, Malcolm in the Middle. That's just what that said. I'm pretty sure she got way more than
bro.
Snap.
That man crazy, bro. That man crazy.
So,
that
my
man
point
crazy,
is,
bro.
again, why you ain't with the family? and then she was talking about me on live. I mean, on interviews and shit. I'm the 5th child. If you go back to them interviews, she always saying the 5th child. So she been talking about me, so it's really a leak back.
My bad. Lil Durk, bro. I'm good on Bro-Rilla, bro. I'm good, bro. L Snap said he could build her up. I ain't building that. I ain't doing all that. Cyborg said he got he says, my black belt, 47 years old. Last week he was fighting at the Miami Open gi and no gi. This week featured on Forbes. That don't mean nothing. If you on Forbes, that don't mean nothing. Fixer uppers. Like a car. All right, let's put a new engine in there, fix the transmission. Mush ain't doing all. Build a bro. He said build a bear, no, build a bro. Mush ain't doing all that. She got 0 miles on her. Okay, that might be true. Yeah, you might actually. I can't deny that. She might not have no miles on there. This live stream wild. Cyborg says, one of the top corporate investment leaders in the United States. This is what mindset looks like. Winning isn't about comfort. Success isn't about playing it safe. It's about stepping out of the comfort zone, taking risks, competing when most people choose convenience. The great ones understand this. They keep fighting in business, on the mats, and in life. He looked like Cyborg. I don't want to know where that guy got his money. I need to find a guy with money like that. No Andre, no Diddy, to support the live stream. She gonna be like, how you? Oh yeah, that's true. She gonna be fighting you. Have you out there fighting? Now, much like to play in the snow, but hey, listen, some of these girls are making some good money. Eileen Gu says she makes $23 million a year. That LO Snap might have. She might she might get LO Snap. Or LO Snap might get her. You gotta say pause. You gotta say pause before and after. Yo, pause, bro. Let me. She wear boxers. She gotta pull her boxers to the side. Yo, let me get out of it. She wearing your boxers. We don't even wear boxers like that no more. This ain't the 90s. I'm sorry. Woo, let me calm down. She's spotting you at the gym. She your homie. She your bro me. She I don't know, man. That's confusing. I need some stronger gender roles. Genders. I need some stronger gender separation. Now let me find a girl like this with 23 million. You guys gonna see me simp over here too. LO Snap over here trying to make you build a bitch. Oh, sorry, pause on me. Sorry. Build a girl, build a bro. You might as well find a girl like this. She already got funds. Get your man's pregnant. Oh man. Woo. So who's the dad? Who's the mom over here? Well, it's not so simple. Kid got 2 dads. Hi, okay. Sorry, let me stop. We're positive over here. Your boy got pregnant. Dang. It says, woman pays all the bills, rent, covers groceries, and gives her man $2,500 monthly while he doesn't work. That's what LO Snap trying to get me to do, everybody. He said, just picture this. You can watch football. You can box with her. You can go do everything a homie can do. But you could also, okay. Elbow snap crazy, bro. Nah, calm down. Calm down, elbow snap. Go, stay in your marriage. Everybody, stay in your relationships, okay? Stay in your relationships over here. I don't want nobody breaking up their situationship or anything over me. Who's number one? March 31st. I don't know who's gonna be on there. That's L. That is elbow snap. That's a Cuban, some kind of Cuban. Hey, I might have to do that to support the live stream. You know, I might sacrifice myself for you people. We got we got homie over here. Big breakfast. Let's see what he's showing.
Doing a back defense, back escape. So we're gonna be controlling the choke hand, which is over top of my shoulder. Then we're gonna fall to the underhook side. What I want to do, I want to turn my hips to the ground, and I'm keeping his hand away. I want to turn my hips to the ground, and I'm gonna scissor my legs, switch my legs, and bring my foot over to gather the foot. Once I get that, I want to take my same side hand as his choke hand and grab his foot and pull it as high as possible while bringing my elbow inside. Here. So now I'm using this as a frame so he can't bring his hook in easily and he can't get his figure four back, and I'm bringing his leg as high as possible. Now I'm going to turn my hips back toward the sky and then hop over his bottom leg. And now I can look to turn back into him, or I can push his elbow, get around his head, come around for the choke. We're going to be doing a back.
Shout out to Elijah Dorsey.
We're going to be doing
Mr. Elijah Dorsey. Man. We gotta watch out for them OnlyFans girls, man. They might catch us up, bro. Mush, were you here for this part of the episode, Mush? I don't know if Mush, you still there? We were watching this. That was a good little video. Maybe I'll send that to Mush later. Was there anything else we were gonna look at? I think we covered everything. Higashi didn't really say much. I wish he said something. Oh, he did have a good video we were supposed to watch anyway on the Seyanagi. Let's see if we can watch that, and that might be it for us. We'll just watch a little bit of this drop Seyanagi.
Underneath, and then pushing this way, and then bring in my shoulder to his chest here. And then on 10, hook the leg ochi, and then drive in. Basic ochigari, but we're going to look at sort of the standard uchikomi, okay? So as opposed to right versus right, okay, we're going to have Gunji let go here and just kind of rest his hand here, okay? So there is no barrier between us. As opposed to like a right versus right ayut situation, he's going to be completely neutral. In neutral, here with the hand, so there's no space, right? There's nothing in the way. And then we're going to go 1, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on 10, hook the leg ochi and then drive in. Okay, so this is like a very basic standard uchikomi. Never looks like this. Almost never take anyone like that. And doing this 1,000 times will not make you better at judo overall. Okay? The idea is like sort of a basic learning tool. It's what you do in the beginning to get your mind ready for it, and then you're focusing on some of the ideas. Okay? Some of the ideas being keeping a nice rhythm, right? Opening and getting chest-to-chest contact, and then getting your foot to work with your hands. Okay? And then you can throw in these guys here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And the partner being a good partner, and we're sort of meeting in the middle, right? And he's giving just enough, and I'm giving just enough, so he's not falling over. Okay? These are kind of the ideas. You can attack on 5 if you'd like as well. Okay? You can kick the leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, yeah, elbow snap
5.
crazy.
Okay?
Sorry, Sarah.
Now, Gunji's turn.
I can't control him. I can't control elbow snap.
Good guy. 4, 5, okay? And you see how I'm meeting in the middle? It's rhythm pull. This is like the very, very standard basic Judo 101 kind of a drilling method. And these kinds of exercises should be the warm-up that you're going to do, okay? So that's Ochi. We're going to add a bunch of stuff, and then we're going to link them all together later. Got it? All right, 1, 2. You see how this hand play? Same
We're going to
idea?
skip through a little bit.
So when I say warm up, Okay, the
We're gonna skip
traditional
through a
warm-up
little
is
bit.
not wrong, but you should get your blood flowing. You should do some mobility stuff on your own before class. 5 minutes, you should stretch whatever you need to stretch. And sometimes like this static stretch of the hamstrings might not be beneficial. Some of you guys want to do dynamic stretching. Fine, great. Hamstrings not your thing, right? And hip flexor stuff, you can do that. My back hurts on this side. I'm going to stretch that a little bit more. Shoulders, those are my sort of priority muscle groups, et cetera, et cetera. You have to know that on your own. Okay? So we'll do a little bit of a thing before class. You kind of move around on your own. And that's when you say, hey, I saw this thing on YouTube. Can I try it in a safe way? And then you move around. Hey, let me work on this thing, that thing. This is what I'm thinking about. And then class starts, 5 minutes, stretching on your own, whatever your needs are. And this is sort of the warm-up portion, okay? We did sort of the basic uchikami, okay? From ochi like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Okay, then he goes 10, and I go solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I go through ochi, osoto, the side, maybe one to the left, turn throw. That way I get the motion going, movement going. Now I'm sort of warmed up, and now we're going to drill combinations. Okay? So this is a little bit more now informal, right? Putting some stuff together. Kosoto, osoto, 2, bang this way. Okay? Pushing, turn throw, fake, koshiguruma, this kind of thing.
Calm down. I'll snap over here reminiscing.
Alright, so I go 10, you go 10. That's a little bit more sort of informal grappling. Randori related. And that should also be a part of your warm-up.
L snap over here reminiscing, man. Tatsukawa does his Ochigari this way. Okay. My man over here reminiscing during judo class. L snap too honest, but I guess it works in your favor though. Let's watch a little bit of this, and I want to see no-gi judo because L snap said he might be interested in doing that.
One, he's a Kataguma guy. 1, 2 on 1. Okay? From this position, I know if he's going to go Kataguma. Just show me a regular Kataguma, nice and easy. I know he's going to go Kataguma. He knows he's going to go Kataguma. Okay? So once he gets to this 2 on 1 position, my legs are rooted here. I'm waiting for it. He's going to go for it in 3, 2, 1, go for it. Easy for me to sidestep. Okay? Because my legs are evenly distributed. If I want to shoot myself this way, I just jump off and go this way. Okay? If I know he's going to go a little bit deeper because he thinks I'm going to go that way, look, I'm going to go the opposite way. Okay? Same idea. Look, he goes 2 on 1, I'm rooted. I step to the side, and then now I can kind of free myself. Make sense? Way. Drop. Okay? So from this position, he's going to push and pull this way, like this. No. Yeah. And he's trying to draw this foot forward. Okay? So when he pulls me this way, as my foot is stepping, this is the timing that you're dropping for Seinagi. Go. Right? Because then do like that. Okay? Make sense? Because if I'm stepping forward here, I can only react. That beat goes from here. Oh my God, he's pulling me over there. Bang, he's here. Okay? Now he's under me, and then he takes me over. All right? Obviously, the hands have to. Right, so it's got to be a 1, 2 this way.
Okay, let me look at the no-gi judo.
The Shintaro Higashi.
We got to dip after this.
Helps you measure.
It isn't traditional martial arts judo. That's like as Kano developed it. There's self-defense, there's kata. It's this education system developed by Jigoro Kano back in the day that we know it as a martial art. After the traditional judo, there is sport judo, which is run by the IJF, international competition heavy, Olympic Games, that sort of competitive sport judo. And that's very different from traditional Japanese judo. And now we have sort of this new meta where a lot of these athletes and teachers are teaching no-gi judo. There's the judo without a gi. And then you see it in judo gyms. You see it in Brazilian jiu-jitsu schools, even wrestling. If you look at a guy like PJ Duke, who's one of the best wrestlers in the country right now, grew up doing judo, does a lot of throws, right? And then people say, oh, that's no-gi judo. So it's sort of making its way into grappling conversations. So it definitely needed to be sort of addressed. And If you are teaching judo already, is it as simple as doing the same moves without the gi? And that's really the biggest question. And I see it all the time on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that. All right, collar sleeve, collar tie, wrist. We're going to do the same osotogari in the exact same way. It does not work, okay? Because there's nuances with controlling the person when you're holding onto a fabric and when you're not. And then the wrist grip is not the same as a sleeve grip. Even though fundamentally you're moving the arm in sort of a direct way or an indirect way, where the gi wraps around the sleeve and you're grabbing the sleeve and you're taking out the tension and you're moving that arm versus you actually grabbing the wrist and moving the arm, the mechanics are slightly different. And it's the difference between like using sort of a regular dumbbell curl and using a fat grip where the hands are much more weaker, right? When you're holding around the wrist, therefore you don't have as much control over the wrist, you know, and there's a skill with using the gi to maximize that tension and control of that person's limb. So it's very different, very nuanced. The distance is first and foremost very, very different. If you're doing gi, you could control someone fully at complete arm's length like this. But in no gi, you really can't control someone at arm's length. You could maybe block and post, but you can't really pull someone from arm's length with sort of a wrist or you just don't have that same purchase on the person's body, you know? Okay, so how do you adapt for not having the gi using traditional judo-ish techniques? I think majority of the time you could use underhooks and overhooks. And that's like sort of the first closer range type of position that you want to lock in to get sort of chest to chest or hip to hip to control your opponent, because you must get sort of a deeper control over their limbs. Okay, so overhook, underhook, that's the first and foremost thing. Wrist grips, yes, but you can't use it as like a sort of a sleeve grip. And then also forming closed loops around a person's body sort of is the way. Pardon me, there's a phone call coming in. Okay, yeah, so you want a closed loop around the person's body, whether it's a head and arm or a body lock where you're connecting your hands around your opponent's body or limb. That's kind of the way to go, you know? So it's a little bit different. The range is different. Sort of in terms of like friction, it's a little bit different because the more sweaty you get, the less sort of
less friction
that you have.
No Andre.
And a lot of this stuff kind of gets forgotten when it's being taught. By the way, there is a no-gi judo throws and no-gi judo foot sweeps and trips video. It's a bestseller on judofanatics.com. I think it's also on bjjfanatics.com. If you go there, check it out. You look up Shintaro Higashi. It's up there. It's a full-blown video release that you guys could download and watch right now. Please check it out. No-gi truly. So yes, this wasn't a whole shameless plug about no-gi judo throw period. I kind of wanted to just do an episode about talking about it. But yes, how does it also integrate with single legs and double legs is sort of the idea as well. You know, single leg and double legs. Traditionally, those techniques have been branded as wrestling, but it also used to exist in judo. So how come the single leg is not really a judo takedown? You know, if you look at it that way, kuchiki daosh or certain types of ankle picks and leg picks appeared in judo multiple times.
Much serious when you start training.
It's called kataguruma, but what's the difference between a fireman's carry and a kataguruma? Right? There's subtle nuances with gi, without gi, different entries, different sitting position. You could run it a little bit differently because of that purchase on that tricep. It's a lot stickier when you have that sleeve or the armpit grip that you have your hands sort of tightly wrapped around. You know? So how do some of these throws get maximized and how do they get implemented with leg grabs is the question. You know, for me personally, when I used to wrestle in high school and college, I would shoot a bad double and I would climb up the body to just get chest to chest. So using double legs sort of as a mean to close the distance.
I didn't know
Higashi
wrestled.
It's very difficult to throw someone at arm's length with no gi because you can't really pull them, right? You can go grab his shoulder like this and pull, but it's not really going to come to you. You know, as opposed to grabbing a sleeve and a lapel and then yanking him into you, right? So keeping that pulse, how do you close that distance? Person's framing, how do you close that distance? You take a shot, you climb up the body, you go for a single leg, get it on the leg. As they throw that overhook in to prevent that single leg, you climb up the body and catch yourself an underhook, right? And what's the difference between the guy having an overhook and you having an underhook. You know, it's how well you control that shoulder. So all these different things, I'm going to go over it in my video. Please definitely check it out. So all these different ideas need to be considered. And I would hope that if you are selling Nogi Judo content or even teaching Nogi Judo content, that at least the very, very, very bare minimum that you do some research into some of the stuff. And I'll tell you, like, aside from me, J-Flow is another one that's great. Max Schneider is great. Those two are, I'm going to give you guys my stamp of approval. I've seen their content online and it works. Majority of the stuff that I see, Nogi Judo, this and that, I can't really say like, oh, this is great. And, you know, that being said as a caveat, everything would work. You know, I like to give this example, like, if a gorilla tried to take me down doing Nogi Judo, he doesn't know any Judo, but is it possible that he just grabs my wrist and throws me with a Taitoshi? Yes, because he's just, the physicality is just so much more than I am, right? And then even similarly speaking, like, all right, one-handed, overhand, crossed wrist, Uchimata, with just using the one hand. Will it work? Not on a person of your size with some athletic ability, but on a 10-year-old child, half your size, of course it would work. You know what I mean? So you don't need, the very best technique if you outweigh the person by a lot, much bigger and stronger than the person. The person has zero athletic abilities, and that's a big one too. You know, you take somebody with no athletic ability, you could take them down with anything. Seriously, I've seen it happen. You know what I mean? No, I'm not gonna say that. But there's guys that just literally just reach down, grab a pant and yank it, and then they'd fall over because they had horrible balance and horrible core strength, you know? Anyway, good judo, good Nogi Judo, I think you really need to learn from someone who has wrestling background, right? That's really Nogi grappling in its purest form for stand-up. And we're not talking about Newaza, we're talking about stand-up, right? So you need to understand wrestling. You have to have wrestled or done sort of freestyle or Greco sort of at some point in your life to kind of understanding how some of these mechanics work. You can't just take judo, period, never done any other grappling thing before, and then automatically you're a Nogi Judo expert. It just really doesn't work like that, you know? Even Nogi BJJ guys who have a lot of experience grappling Nogi, they might have a better understanding than a traditional judo guy because they're used to grappling with Nogi, used to fighting for overhooks and underhooks, into getting into these like pinch headlock clamp positions where they're controlling the opponent's upper body and then using their legs to sweep them for sumi or attack them if they're standing on the feet for ochi kochi. I think those guys have a better chance at teaching Nogi Judo than traditional judo guys who've never done this stuff. But definitely check out J-Flow, Max Schneider, you know, Shintaro's stamp of approval. Mine too, Nogi Judo Throws and Trips on Judo and BJJ Fanatics. Please check that out. But, you know, you really don't have to. You know, I would go as far as saying, like, as long as you just explore it in your gym with different types of underhooks and overhooks, closed systems around the body, you know, I think it's very useful. You know who else has a video that's pretty good? Satoshi Ishii's New Wave Judo. That's another good one. He's a high-level judo guy who done MMA. Everyone knows Satoshi Ishii.
Satoshi Ishii.
And he has a lot of body lock-related stuff that is really fantastic, and he has a lot of MMA experience, so this stuff is tested. He has a great inside trip. That's another good one that you guys could definitely check out. But yes, Nogi Judo throws, Nogi Judo, a very, very interesting, unique sort of niche now. I would like it for it to be a little bit more mainstream. If everyone can sort of incorporate a once-a-week Nogi Judo class in your judo gym, I think it would be a phenomenal addition to your dojos. And I think it'll make judo better, truthfully. Just once a week, Nogi Judo, you know, class. And, you know, we're not going live randori, killing each other, because you guys got to first and foremost admit it's a new thing. You guys aren't experts at it. You're going to get people hurt. But to learn it, drill it, try it, I 100% would love to see that happen. And then, you know, we do Nogi Judo classes every now and then. You know, not every week, but we definitely do. So definitely something interesting to consider. And yeah, please go to judofanatics.com.
We are doing a mighty journey.
We're just kind of jumping around. We're basically done for today. Mighty Mouse training with Armin Sukarian. Sarishian? I can't say his last name.
And you see him, he's on there. Just
We're just gonna skip around.
Getting ready for the goal.
$15 of them yesterday. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, so I'll show you.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, this one I like more.
That one you like the most, huh?
Yeah.
It's like,
we just getting through it, bro.
Loco?
It's usually Italian or sushi.
Dang. So when we do our live stream, we might be, hanging out doing stuff like this too. You guys, hopefully you guys will like that kind of content. Now we'll probably be talking, telling more jokes and stuff though. These guys old. They gotta warm up.
Both my shoulders. I'm pretty sure if I'd have warmed up like his ass, I probably wouldn't have no damn shoulder injury. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Right. You shouldn't like.
Yeah.
You want some water?
Oh, brother, I just started.
Oh, brother, I just started.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I'm fucking.
What do you think? Like, you see, I gave my neck, right? Like last 2 times.
Some of the shit you do, I don't know how you get out of it.
No. You know why? Because I shoot like a wrestler.
Yeah. But you don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Right. You shouldn't like.
It's better to go from the clinch, go down. And
clinch, but it's a game of cat and mouse, right? When we start playing this and we're moving and kicks, you have to overwhelm me with your presence to make me make a bad decision. Does that make sense? You want? Like this has happened all day.
So just so you know, this Santos gym, Jackson Santos, I think that's kind of tied in with Rampage, but it's also connected to Checkmat. So just so you guys know, we're not gonna watch too much of the training.
Yeah. And not your feet anymore. Just play. You can do that in the fight.
Islam, but he went up.
Yeah, he went up.
Yeah, and he doesn't waste energy.
Doesn't waste energy because he's.
Yeah. He's so calm too.
You are too.
No.
You are too. You're calm. You're not a spaz. Armin's striking is really good. I think his striking doesn't get the flowers it deserves because it's so overshadowed from his wrestling, meaning that everybody's like, oh my God, his grappling is so good and he's wrestling, he's transitioned. And I saw him like, dude, let your hands go. Like you're good at crossing the void, putting pressure on me, and you're always shooting. Why not make me shoot on you? Because I asked him, I said, who's gonna out wrestle you in the UFC? He goes, nobody. If nobody's gonna out wrestle you, then why don't you force them to make a bad shot on you? Then once they shoot on you, then you fuck them up there. Then you can do whatever you want. Then you can let your hands be more useful. And he goes, yeah, that is a good idea. Mm-hmm.
I think they need a different editor. There's a way they could have done this better. I'm sorry, this is just my editing mind. I think there's a way they could have made you more engaged and stuff like that. But that's for another day. All right, guys, that's it, man. I'm done. I'm tired. Jiu-Jitsu people, stay out of trouble. He is the GOAT, but I'm saying there's a way they could have edited that to be a little bit more engaging for you guys. But what do I know? I'm just a random dude on the internet. All right, everybody, thank you for your support. Mush, we've been missing Mush. I got to message him back. L Snap, thank you, sir. Sarah, thanks for being the only girl in the live stream. Thank you. We got to get more girls on here so we can stay out of trouble. They need to bring back Death Sense. Oh, no. Death Sense. Now, I think we're going to have our Death Sense moment. Our Death Sense was Josiah. We dealt with Josiah. I was like, all right, that's enough. All right, everybody, we should be back tomorrow. Hopefully everybody stays out of trouble. Oh, why was Hapa Hosendo fighting DJ Jackson anyway? Bring Helena? Who? Me? You want me to have Helena on there? Oh no. Well, her mom's gonna be there too. We can't all be on the live stream. If LL Snap's there, maybe we can get her on here. LO Snap trying to get me in trouble. Helena, I didn't say nothing, Helena. It's all his fault. I got Sarah. I'm saying we got some lurker. We have girls that lurk in the stream, but for sure she's been on here. Carol, where's Carol at? Now she outranks everybody on the live stream. She's the senpai of the live stream. But that's it, everybody. Thank you for all your support. We'll be back. Merch is coming and other stuff coming. So no Andre, of course. We'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. Jiu-Jitsu people, stay out of trouble, please. I like it when I can chill, relax. She likes you, okay. Okay. I don't think she likes me, but that's all good. All right, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay safe out here in these streets. I pre-order. We're still working on the design and stuff or whatever, but we'll let you guys know. That's it, man. I'm done. See ya.